Welcome to Fire Breathing Kittens, an actual play podcast. Every episode microplot is a complete adventure with a beginning and an end that fits into the overarching macro plot of the whole season. Because they stand sturdily on their own, you can listen to these adventures in any order, and you can skip any that you don't enjoy, but not this one. It's the best. Today, we are using the combat mechanics called Sexy Battle Wizards. You should Google that and play it yourself. It'll be fun. We are joined by two of our characters today. We have Dominque Jimenez.
Hi, everybody. I'm using a character voice today. Is it a good character voice? Is it bad? You know, we don't judge character voices. We just do. So I'm going to try it with you guys today. What did the librarian do to flirt with someone?
What? She checked them out.
Hey, that's good.
Oh.
They asked for their Dewey Decimal number.
Ooh.
Wah, wah.
Today I'm a librarian. Imagine a librarian. That's what I look like. All right.
A pretty librarian?
No.
A sexy librarian.
That'd be nice. No.
We'll work on that later.
The librarian you walk past to get to the other librarian.
Ah, okay. All right, and we are also joined by Kitschy.
Hello, I'm Kitschy. You can find me here today, and I am a rather short, I guess, by your standards, but I am a fairy, so that makes quite a lot of sense. And I have a black tattered ruffled dress with black lace overlays and brass adornments. I do wear a crooked black witch's hat, which is just a tool of the trade. And it might be a little concerning for you, but I do wear quite a lot of makeup. It's a bit of a way to scare off those I don't want to talk to. And that's me.
And I think we established that they had some wings.
I do. So contrary to the outfit that I am wearing, my wings are a bright pink.
Beautiful.
Unfortunately, not something that I could change.
Well, maybe later. Well, welcome to our episode, Dominque and Kitschy. Today, there's not a lot of quests on the board, so the entire guild decided to take a beach day. You know, it is the middle of July, so it is a bright, warm, sunny day. It's been 90 degrees all week. It has been too hot for comfort, so everyone has taken to the beach. Can you describe what that scene looks like for us?
Oh, beautiful. Another beach episode. Yeah, so kind of like the last beach episode that I was present in, I think Kitschy is questioning their choice of clothes. It is quite hot. You see them kind of like fanning underneath their dress pretty frequently, and just like wiping down the sweat from their brow. Yeah.
How does that work with the makeup?
It gets a little runny, but because there's just so much like black eyeshadow, it all kind of just blends together and kind of like swirls back into what it started as. So it works.
Yeah, looks very intentional. All right. What about everyone else?
I'm bringing a small trolley of like one of those rolling carts, you know, of books. And I'm walking down the beach with it. It's like dragging. It's got wheels, but I'm just dragging it through the sand.
Uh-huh.
And it has an umbrella above it and books below it. And it's like a little roll cart. And I'm handing out thin, decorated, like illuminated. That's not a word that's used anymore, but like there's drawings in it and illuminated manuscript, but children's books. Thin. They've got art in them along with words. To all the kids on the beach who are now no longer like screaming and running around. They're much less observable over there. And the kids are gone for the entire episode, everybody. So they're reading a book. And if your kids are listening to this episode, stop it. And stop listening to this. If you're a kid, go read a book.
What about Nulasag? What's he doing?
Oh, Nulasag. He's wearing one of those full body striped bathing suits, that looks like suspender arms, like on his shoulders.
Uh-huh.
And he has like a giant pot belly and a big bristly white mustache. He's an elderly dwarf, and he is cannonballing into a wave right now.
Right on. What about Deidre?
Oh, she died. No, I'm kidding. She's here.
Girl.
Her red hair and pale skin are an anathema, right? The sun is her anathema. So she is thoroughly sunglassed, the largest like movie star sunglasses under an umbrella, and she's actively applying suntan lotion in this moment.
Mm-hmm. Any other guild members that you recognize here?
Supercred is flying around saving Nulasag.
Yeah. It's just a really good beach day. I mean, the whole guild is here. Everyone's having a great time. Like I said, it has been 90 degrees all week. However, you do start to notice some changes in the weather as the day progresses. Like I said, 8 a.m., it was already 80. So we expected the same kind of treatment. But the temperature seems to keep dropping 70, 60, 50, getting down into the 40s all of a sudden, all throughout one day. Deidre starts complaining. Her nipples got so hard that she's started cutting things accidentally. It's a problem. She's just not happy.
And then she felt their pain and her pain. They both cried together and hugged, and she cut him again. It was bad.
Exactly. It's a never-ending cycle. Yeah. Nulasag calls out, "Can somebody look into this? This is not right. We signed up for a beach day."
I was quite enjoying it. Are you all not having a good time? Oh, I suppose not. I guess this is not quite the weather for a beach. What would you like us to do, Nulasag?
I'm not sure. Maybe explore for causes. Something must be wrong. It was projected to be 90 today.
So you want us to just walk about and look at things?
Well, you are an adventurer, are you not?
I do suppose so.
I think that is your task today. Bring back the sun.
Well, all right. Anybody else want to join me as we meander the beach?
Definitely not me. I don't know anything about magic.
I don't suppose that is going to be quite important at the time being, because we're just walking about.
Oh, okay, I can handle that.
Perfect.
Okay, where do you guys want to go?
Into the water.
Into the water? Okay. Okay, so you start walking out into the water?
I will watch from the shore.
Okay.
Once this dress gets wet, it's game over.
Can you fly, Kitschy?
I can. I guess.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess I could hover about.
Uh-huh.
You're much more suited to explore the water than I am. I'm carrying books.
But
Oh,
Dominique,
you don't put the books down?
There's this one book that I don't put down. It's really big.
Uh-huh. But Dominique, do you explore into the water?
I get like up to my knees, and then I have this look on my face like, what have I done?
Mm-hmm.
It's really cold. I'm carrying a large book.
You actually notice that the further you go out into the water, the warmer it gets.
Who peed?
Well, I don't see anyone in your vicinity.
I come back onto the shore, and I've got like goosebumps because it's cold here. And I'm like, Kitschy, it is warmer out there.
That is very odd. It seems to be localized on the beach. Hold on just a moment. And I am going to just fly straight upwards to see if, like, it's localized that way, too. Checking our 3 dimensions.
Okay, you fly straight upwards, and no, it seems like straight upwards, the temperature seems relatively consistent.
Ah. And what if we go away from the beach?
Like you're heading
Inland.
where? Inland, like into the city?
Yes.
It seems to get slightly colder.
Oh, well, Dominique, it seems that the focal point is actually deeper into the city.
This is very, very weird. I maybe we should explore.
All right. I guess it's a little bit of a hotter, colder situation, but just flipped. So let's feel it out.
All right.
But
Hotter, colder. Yeah.
yeah, so you guys explore around, and it does seem like the further west you go, the colder it does seem to get. You wander through town, you see that some pipes are starting to burst. You see there's starting to be some frost on some of the stones. It does seem to keep getting worse the further west you go.
How are you looking, Dominique, as we are getting into colder and colder territory?
Have you ever seen those old lady shawls that like specially designed to wrap around you? I clutch my shawl.
Beautiful. I feel like at this point, Kitschy's probably getting a little chilled as well. What temperatures are we reaching now?
I think you're getting close to the freezing point. It's starting to feel much more. It's starting to feel much more December-y than July.
Well, I suppose we're probably not actually quite equipped for this.
1 second, and I take you to. I'm living out of a hotel room, so I take you to it. It's a different hotel every time, you guys. And I have like a full fold-out closet, Mary Poppins bag style wardrobe box. So do I have stuff to fit you? Yes, and that's weird. And I'm like, hey, would you like a winter coat?
Oh, absolutely. You have one in my size?
Yes.
Quite fascinating. You are quite an enigma, Dominique.
I have a whole bunch of work uniforms. We're just not going to comment on it. There's like a lawnmower uniform. There's a hot dog stand uniform. You're like, what is going on? There's like one of those little soda jerk caps.
Oh, okay.
I close the door.
Okay, so now you guys are dressed for this winter weather. Where do you go to next?
I just think it's funny. It's sexy battle wizards. First thing we do is cover up. Cover your bodies.
All of the clothes on. Well, we got to dress for the weather. Also, I don't think we're quite considered sexy yet.
Oh, that's true, yeah.
Hey, we're all sexy in our own right.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we play the hotter, colder game, GM, and we like go to where it's colder.
You continue west. Eventually reaching the city wall, you see that the frost is starting to cause the stone to crumble as you get close to the wall. Looking out into the forest west of the city, you see a snowscape.
Oh.
What?
It just keeps getting worse. When will that ever end?
That is up to you. Do you feel well equipped enough to trudge into the snowy forest?
Well, Kitschy, we've got our gear. What else, What else somebody got to do this. This is bad. I should say that in character. It must be us. But, we are not being paid for this.
Oh dear. I keep taking jobs that aren't being paid. It's quite a predicament that I have found myself in.
Kitschy's just gone more into, you've just spent money with the guild.
Yes, this was not the agreement that I was signing up for, I think.
Nulisag did directly ask you to do this, so I assume that he will give you some compensation.
Nulisag is hiring us himself.
We will hold him to some sort of respectability standards.
Yes, expenses. expenses, I say, and I trudge into the snow.
Yes, keep your receipts.
So I am also trudging through the snow at this point. One, because I think it's too cold for me to fly, but also I'm assuming the jacket did not have holes for wings.
It did not. You can cut some.
I thought about calling you out on that, but I decided to let it go.
I don't think I want to. It just seemed very cold, and my wings are quite delicate.
Do they fold?
They do fold up. They kind of like hang down her back as like, yeah.
Okay. So you are trudging through the forest and looking around, you start to see elemental ice. What are they called? Like elementals. You know how like salamanders are elementals for fire, and like there's sylphs and undines. You start to see what would appear to be ice elementals just drifting around through the forest, frolicking through the snow, playing on the branches.
Attack! Kitschy, let's get him! Let's get him!
Okay.
There's your plug there.
Yeah, I'm gonna hide behind a tree, and they're playfully throwing snowballs at one another. It's adorable, and I'm raising a very large book above my head.
Okay. Roll me a d6.
Wait, okay. So should we explain we homebrewed some battle mechanics? Should we
I wasn't quite getting into those yet.
I want to murder them.
Okay, so
no.
You guys, with this game, this is Sexy Battle Wizards, and it's not quite, so it's designed for successes and failures in tasks, but we decided to adjust these a little bit to allow for battle mechanics to being successes and failures being
hit points.
Hit points, basically. So yeah, we decided you can have actual battles in this game.
This is a Grant Howitt one-page RPG, and it said if we acquire too much stress, so if we fail a roll and we have more stress, we possess as a character more stress than the highest number of dice we roll, then we explode. So me starting a battle right now is the GM's like, I haven't given you a respawn place yet, and so I'm like, I don't care. Anyway, but so the difficulty of your roll is based upon the impact that it will have. So I guess you could do that like hit points. 4 is low impact, 5 is medium impact, and a 6 to say that you're trying for a 6 impact. So I figure that's 1 hit point for a 4 if you aim for a 4, 2 hit points if you're aiming for a 5, and 3 hit points if you say, I'm going to try to do a lot of damage, 3 hit points of damage, then it's okay, you must roll a 6.
Each character also has a different number of dice depending on what they have. It's sexy, battle, and wizard. So sexy is charming, battle is attacking, wizard is magical abilities. And Dominque, I believe you were a 2 for sexy, 3 in battle, 1 in magic. And Kitschy, what were your numbers?
I have 3 sexy, but not currently. 1 in battle and 2 in wizard.
Perfect. All right. So I mean, Dominque, yeah, if you want to attack something, go ahead and roll 3 die.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I would love to murder this playful ice elemental. I'm going to roll 3 dice. I'm trying for a high impact. So I just want to say, because I'm a sneak, I'm hiding behind a tree with a giant book.
So you're shooting for a 6, right?
I'm shooting for a 6. So I rolled 3 dice and I did get a 6.
Okay, so what happens, there's a little ice elemental coming around a tree, frolicking, la 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 la, and you go splat, and you leave behind a blue-silver smear of goo as this thing is completely destroyed.
Goo! Oh, I thought it would explode in a powder puff of snow. Oh, this is fascinating.
No, you squished it like a bug.
I love that. If it's a bug, it needs to be squished.
Kitschy is standing behind you, horrified. Their eyes are so wide, and they're just frozen in place, with just a little quiver in their right hand.
I'm sorry, as in shaking or as in a quiver of arrows?
Shaking.
Okay,
yeah.
So you're not joining in.
No.
Okay.
I look back at you victorious in my bug squishing.
Okay. Would you like to continue bug squishing?
Whatever was that for?
These are the things that have made the city frosty, right?
Oh, you think they're making it? I just assumed they arrived at the anomaly.
Well, let's find out. I touched the goo. Is it super cold?
It is cold.
Hey, they might be the reason why we, cause effect. I don't know.
Well, I do think, I do suppose that is a valid theory.
So our theory right now is that correlation equals causation. Okay.
Dude, I am playing a character. She is.
She's finding
trying.
out, yep.
Scientific method. Okay. So do you continue to squish ice elementals as you walk through the forest?
Yes, their carefree hearts joyously, like, they stick out their tongue to eat a snowflake and a book comes for them in the background. Yeah. Yeah, man.
Yeah. Yeah, as you go, you leave a swath of death in your wake. I mean, you don't always roll sixes, so some of them require 2 squishes. Maybe there's some anguish screams as you have to finish some of them off. But you kill quite a few of these innocent little, like, imagine Pokemon, like the little ice types frolicking in the forest. There's like a little Vanellope walking around in there.
There was.
Yeah, a little ice cream cone looking thing floating in the forest. You squished it.
Kitschy's player looks horrified.
I look horrified. Kitschy looks horrified. You can notice that, like, as this continues, they become more and more just like downtrodden. They're like dragging their legs through the snow. They're just like, they like at one point like held out a hand to try to stop you, but you're on a mission and they don't have the energy or the.
And as we go, Dominque is very occupied with her reign of death. Kitschy, you're looking at the ground this whole time, and you notice as we keep moving through the forest, because it's a sparse forest. There's sunlight. You notice a large shadow on the ground.
Like large as in wide or tall, and does it have any like shape to it?
There's an edge of darkness expanding as far as you can see, and like sort of like it looks like a large something is blocking out the sun above you.
So I slowly draw my gaze along the forest floor, up the trees, towards where the sun should be.
In the way of that, you see a large sort of cone of stone. That's really all you can see right now. It's floating above you.
Dominque, you can stop that now. I think I've updated our collection of theories with something else. Thankfully.
I wipe the book off on like a tree branch. and I look at you, distracted. I haven't seen the cone.
I am going to very slowly point up towards the sky.
My eyes go upwards, and I'm like, whoa.
Yeah.
Oh, but I do not fly.
And I don't suppose that I could carry you very far, but,
Did not plan for flying character in this adventure.
Classic.
That's okay. They are I think they're small if you're like looking at 5e mechanics. And I don't know about carrying somebody that high in the cold.
No.
Yeah. So you can explore if you so choose, but we're going to have to figure out how to get Dominque up there eventually.
A catapult, an airship,
At this point, I might very well like to catapult you up there.
The trees around us are in their summer stage when they're all bouncy and springy and they've got leaves. I guess we can climb up a tree and try to bend one of these branches. How high up in the air is this cone?
The cone's about 300 feet up. The trees extend about 100 feet.
I mean, I give the tree a good up and down look, and I'm like, eh.
You don't want to risk the potential impact of falling 300 feet? Interesting. How the tables have turned.
I'm just picturing this branch with me and like staying on the branch and then thwapping right into the ground because I do not have experience building catapults.
Nor I.
What do we gather information is not a role in this system.
No, this is entirely role play. We haven't even gotten to the actual mechanics of the game yet.
Yeah.
Except for my very valid squishing of the second.
Sure.
Yeah. So the stone thing in the sky, you said it was kind of like a cone shape. So the tip coming down to the ground.
Yes.
Okay. And it's like still a ways in front of us, not just like directly above us.
You walked into the shadow.
Okay.
And it is approximately noon. So you're pretty much directly under it right now. From what you can see, it does look like it's approximately the size of a city block.
Oh, yeah, that's big. Is it smooth or like?
No, it's kind of craggy.
Craggy.
It looks like the stone is broken away from something.
All right.
Is it staying in one place or is it moving?
It seems to be staying in one place for now.
Ooh, okay. So like a ladder is a possibility.
Yes. It is. 300-foot ladders. A possibility.
Something.
It is something.
Yes.
Yes.
I start stacking books. And I've got a bag with a... Hey, GM, can I have a lot of books?
You can.
All right.
How many books do you realistically have?
Well, is it like a Mary Poppins bag or is it like a normal bag?
That's up to you. I believe a bag of holding has a certain amount of volume, correct?
Yeah, it's like 500 pounds. It's not that many books.
It's like 500 books, 1 inch each.
Okay. I'm stacking books, and I have gotten myself like a good 30 feet up in the air on these books. I reached the Minecraft dilemma of I have to jump up to put a book under me. So I jump up, I pull the book out from the bag, and I slide it under myself on the stack. It's precarious. It's wobbly. This is not going to work.
So noticing that Dominque seems to be more or less involved in whatever they're doing, and the critters are potentially safe for the time being. I would like to scout ahead a little bit to see if there's like anything in the forest on the ground that's like causing this levitation.
You do not see anything. It looks like a very normal forest, except for the snow. Very similar to what you've noticed this whole time.
And there are no are there any people around?
How far are you scouting?
Forest? I feel like Dominique's gonna be disposed of for a while.
Okay.
500 books seems like it might take a while to stack.
Sure. If you we can skip ahead to some different locations in the forest if you like. Yeah, there you do find moving forward there is a path that splits. You know, do you want to explore down a path away from the castle? Or sorry, away from the floating rock.
Does
Oops.
Does it seem to change in temperature as I was like walking this direction?
No, this whole forest is very cold.
Once we're like in that shadow, it's pretty consistent. Okay.
Yeah.
So I would yeah, sure. Let's walk away for a little bit down that path.
Left or right?
I like left.
Left? You walk down the path for 10 or 15 minutes, and at the end of that path, you find a frozen pond. It seems very quiet and serene, but you do notice small lines that appear randomly over the surface of the ice and then fade into nothingness.
What color are these lines?
Have you ever seen an ice skater and the lines they leave on the ice?
Yes.
Looks like that.
Okay. And they're like equally as just like swiggly doodads around the ice?
Yeah.
Okay.
Doesn't seem to be any cause that you can see.
And so I'm gonna like scan the pond for like a patch in the snow that seems disturbed to see if I can locate this person that was potentially skating here.
It looks pristine.
All right.
To your unmagical eyes, you can see nothing.
All right. I will turn around and I will head back to Dominique to check in on them.
You do have the opportunity, since I'm not murdering them, to chat with, if you would like, some of these adorable, playful ice creatures.
That is true. I don't really have any... I don't normally have any languages at my disposal to talk to elementals or critters at all.
These are also not high-level elementals.
Yeah.
They are not sentient. They're like squirrels.
Squirrels are very much sentient.
They're conscious. They're not intelligent.
They're not intelligent. Okay.
Sapient? I don't know. There's some sort of division.
Yeah.
People.
I get that. Yeah, I get the point. So I don't really have any means to talk to them, unfortunately. Though the idea did cross my mind. So yeah, I'm gonna go check back in on Dominique and see what they found.
I'm in a pickle. I'm way up in the air, and that's a problem.
Oh yeah, you didn't build like a staircase of books. You built a stack of books.
Yeah.
Ooh, buddy.
Yeah, and now I'm out of books. And I'm standing up there. It's cold. I'm shivering. I'm alone. You show up, and I'm just so happy to see you.
Oh my gosh. Were you doing like the Minecraft hop where you like were placing books down as you jumped?
Yes. It's wobbly. It's not great. I'm worried. The trees are below me. I'm having a rough time. You just like fly up and chat with me.
Yeah. So I'm going to take off my jacket, shiver a bit because it's quite cold. Stretch my wings out, give them like a good stretch. Flap them around a bit, and then I'm just gonna flap on up there and put kind of my hand on my chin with my other arm like supporting it and just like cock my head a bit at you and just like stare at you for a moment.
I accept this judgment. I look bashful. The wind like sort of moves the whole tower of books a little bit. And I look a bit precarious. And I just look at you sadly. And I say, well...
Would you like to get down now?
Slowly. I would like to get down slowly, not rapidly.
I think I could potentially assist in that.
Thank you.
At least to slow down the descent. And I'm going to grab you by like your collar. Or what kind of clothing are you wearing? You librarians, I'm assuming like a button up
sure.
type of situation.
Yes.
Yeah. So I'm gonna grab you by your collar and I'm just gonna lift you up. I'm struggling because you're much larger than me, and I'm going to be slowly falling, but like trying to like tread air.
Your wings go flap, 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 flap.
Yes.
I'm terrified. I'm trying not to squirm.
All right. You safely make it to the ground. What is your next step?
Well, I followed a pathway for a little bit of a while and found a pond that somebody had been skating on. And that's about all that I have found so far. We could potentially go the other direction because there was a fork in the road.
Yes, it sounds like a good idea. Did you go right or left?
I went left. I almost always go left.
That's the right answer. So I guess this time we go the other way.
Okay.
And I did put all those books back into my bag, which is like a backpack on the trolley. And I'm definitely rolling this trolley through the snow.
Through the snow, yes. It is difficult, but you manage it. You do explore the other path. You find it's not a castle. It's a large house made entirely of ice. The doors and windows are all sealed solid. You cannot see through anything, but there is a very nice, well-appointed house made of ice in the forest down the right path.
Kitschy, hide!
Oh, okay.
I pull you behind a tree with me, and I say, "This is the evil wizard who has frozen this land.
That does seem like a very good theory.
We should scope out the back of the house."
Oh, okay. I will follow your lead, I guess.
I run to the next tree and stop.
And I pause for a moment, and then I run right after Dominque.
Yeah, because no one expects a librarian in their backyard. It's better not to be seen in this circumstance. So, unless, is there a book box, GM?
No.
We need more of those. So, what does the back of the house look like?
It's very similar to the front.
Is there a chimney?
No. It is completely sealed up.
Do you suppose we could try knocking? Or would that be bad advice?
Okay, but what do we say is the reason why we are knocking?
Well, I was just going to go with the obvious and say everything is frozen and we want to know why.
Okay.
But if you have some sort of tale you'd like to spin, I could follow your lead.
I, the player, feel like Dominque does not have any lying stats in this build. If she did, they would be maxed out, but she doesn't. So that sounds like a good plan because I can't lie mechanically. So, all right. I'm standing next to you as I walk up to a front door. It's blowing my mind.
Technically, the sexy stat is charm,
Yeah.
right? So deception could go under that.
Okay.
But how sexy are you right now?
Nope.
Okay.
Really, it depends what you're into, right? Everybody, right? Everybody
Yeah, that's true.
deserves love.
Everybody's a 10 to somebody.
Aw.
I would say the expected number of people that I'm a 10 to is not high.
Probably the same.
So what you doing?
Oh, this is the most awkward she's ever been. I fall slightly behind you as we walk up to this front door, Kitschy. You take the lead.
Feigning confidence is Kitschy's shtick, so they are going to kind of roll back their shoulders, puff out their chest a little bit, and stomp on towards where a door could potentially be, but is sealed up. You said.
Mm-hmm.
Is there still a somewhat outline, or is it just
yes,
a flat
you can
surface?
see
Okay.
an impression of a door, but it looks like somebody carved the image of a door onto a block of ice.
Okay, beautiful. That's where I'm gonna knock. So I'm gonna stomp on up and dink, dink, dink.
Yeah, it feels like you are knocking on a solid block of ice. It doesn't seem overly effective, but you make an effort. A few moments pass, and I did not plan for this. A sort of window goes translucent in the door, and you see an ice automaton who says, "Who are you?"
The name is Kitschy, and I'm here with my compatriot, Dominque, and we're here to see the wizard.
No wizard here.
Or witch, or whatever they go by in terms of formalities.
He looks you. Well, they. It's genderless. I don't know. It looks you up and down and says, "I don't think you will get far with the mistress, but we can fetch her."
Oh, yes, please do. I would like to have some conversation with her about things and stuff. Very important things and stuff.
The wall goes opaque again, and then a few moments later, the outline of the door glows with blue light, and you see that the creases around it seem to deepen as if they're going through the ice. The door swings open, and standing before you is, I mean, basically imagine Elsa, right? The Snow Queen, beautiful white braid flowing down her back with little curls coming down out the sides, sparkling snow white skin, blue crystalline dress. Just the picture of like that, like frosty, angular, Nordic beauty staring down her nose. She doesn't look impressed. Yes? Out with it.
Miss?
Yes?
We would like to ask you about the sudden appearance of all of the snow.
I'm sorry. How did you get this address? I'm on the do not call list. Clearly there are no solicitors.
Oh, well, your house is quite visible from the outside.
Do we have business?
It depends on what
Kitschy
you would
roll.
like.
Let Kitschy roll. Let Kitschy roll.
Okay. What would Kitschy like to roll?
I'm wondering if there's something I could do to impress her. So I am an illusion wizard.
Are you?
Originally, that is what I do. I'm assuming that there'll be some sort of magical transformation power-up of said supercharging of abilities, but...
You skipped by that, but okay.
How? How did...
Oh. So I would like to use what my normal illusion abilities are, which is pretty limited in terms of like what I'm assuming I'll be capable of under this system.
Okay.
Which is really just limited to like a major image situation, which is I think like I don't know, usually like a 10-foot block of space.
Sure.
So I would just like to transform the immediate area of her ice palace situation, and I would like to transform it into a dungeon.
Into a dungeon?
Yes, like a creepy dungeon with skeletons and iron bars and all that type of stuff.
Okay. Go ahead and give me 1d6.
Okay. I got 4.
Well, wait, this is a charm, right? So let's use the mechanics. Charm.
This is not charm. This is the magic.
I'm doing magic.
Do you have a 1 in magic like me?
I have a 2 once post-transformation.
Yeah.
Right now, you all have technically a 0 in all 3.
Yeah.
You
Okay.
have not become sexy battle wizards yet.
We're not, yeah. Oh, man.
Yeah, it's coming. Maybe.
Okay.
We gotta fall before we can get back up again and
Yeah.
do our thing.
So, unfortunately, you make an attempt. There starts to be some darkness and some little images of skeletons that pop up, but this woman looks at you with disgust and waves a finger, and your illusions are cast aside. Her original palace is back to normal, and she says, I'm already working on this. Come back when you're a little more presentable.
I do not understand what just happened here. Okay, so you show up at the front door. You're like, look, dungeon illusion. What? I don't Wait, what was so we
She
said
seemed
we said
unimpressed, and I
She's
wanted
very
to impress
unimpressed.
her.
okay. I look as offended as the player is. You know, Dominique is
should.
like, you have turned her down into snow. I was on the beach.
She tosses her hair over her shoulder and says, "Goodbye, children." And the door seals shut as she walks away on her 6-inch ice heels.
What the heck?
What the heck, indeed? That was quite upsetting, but I guess somebody who would do this to all of this area does not have time for pleasantries or care for others. We must figure out a way around this, I guess.
I've got motivation now. This uppity person thinks she can just like, this is like industrial pollution, you guys. Like, I was enjoying my beach day, and then your cold stuff totally messed up my fun time. I'm on a mission. This isn't even about gold today.
How are you going to find the power to get through to her?
To kill her? Well, I guess
Okay.
Hey, you said there was a lake?
Yes, there was a lake if we would have gone the other direction at that fork.
Okay, take me to there.
As you wish.
You go down the other path. You again find a serene pond. Your footprints in the snow are still there from before, but otherwise the snow around is untouched. And as you watch, you see lines appearing and fading as if someone is skating on the ice, but no one is there.
Hello? Hello?
Hello?
The ice lines stop.
Oh, you can hear me. Okay, good. I cannot see you. Tap, tap. The camera is broken. Your video is out.
You hear nothing.
Also, your audio feed is cut, but I can see what you are writing, so why don't you write yourself the words? I can read common.
I don't think they're inclined to do that.
I noticed you are not doing anything, so I will say some things. Maybe they motivate you to help me. How do you feel about that person in the igloo? Because maybe I can help you with how you feel. I don't like her. Okay, well, I was thinking maybe I kill her. So, maybe if you want, I could do something else. I could not do that. I could do that. We could talk. Yeah? Yeah? The ice is not responding. So I'm going to go over to the ice and I'm going to say, hey, maybe, no, you responded to my hello. So you can definitely hear me. Or you can see me. Okay, I start scratching on the ice. Space. Kill. Space. Igloo. Space. Beach.
Are we allowed to swear in this episode?
I didn't swear.
Okay. Oh, yes. Igloo Beach. B-E-A-C-H.
It's a beach episode.
Uh-huh. Again, still nothing. Whatever entity was here, you do not have whatever it takes to communicate.
I would like to step out onto the ice
Sure.
and do the shuffle skating that I would do since I'm in regular shoes and not skates.
Roll me a d6.
5.
You successfully shuffle skate.
I don't suppose this is what they're looking for either. I guess we're not impressive or approachable, or maybe potentially they're working together and we've just kind of destroyed this relationship potential.
If they were working together, there was no potential.
That is true. I don't want to work with that lady at all.
Okay. What would you like to do next?
I scratch into the ice. I'm not going to make the listeners wait for me to scratch. I'll just say it. It's saying speed. Floating rock question mark?
Again, you're not getting any kind of communication from the ice.
All right. I get a really, really big book.
Uh-huh.
And I start chipping through this ice like, bam, 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 bam. Like, I want to break through the ice.
Sure, yeah. You have a book that has like brass fittings on the edges. Yeah, it takes you a while, but you chip a hole down into the water under the ice.
Okay. I want to mess their pond up. I'm just vindictive because they messed up my beach day, and I just want them not to be able to skate.
Okay, what do you want to do?
Destroy the pond
How?
with the book.
Oh, yeah, you keep chipping away. Doing lots of damage.
It feels satisfying.
I feel like at some point, because like I'm equally as just like frustrated, I just start stomping my shoes into the ice too alongside.
Yeah.
Get the frustration out after like 2 minutes of that, and then I'm gonna step back to the shore and let out like a long sigh.
It starts to get colder the more you do these things.
Oh.
Interesting. What were player to player, what were the exact words the igloo lady said?
Oh, goodness. I have forgotten.
Me too. I hope there wasn't a clue in there. The listeners are banging their head against the wall.
I believe it was come back when you look more presentable.
Oh, yeah, that's why I'm angry. Okay, so I remember now.
She insulted our looks.
Yeah,
I work very hard on this. Thank you very much.
you do. You have makeup on. You're wearing like black lace. Oh, man. So come back when you're presentable. We can't get to the rock. The lake isn't making us prettier. Do we go back in town and buy like, what did she look like? Do we look like her, like a blue dress each and like a blonde wig? I don't know.
I love that idea just as a player, imagining us showing up at her door.
For the sake of the game, you guys want a hint?
I don't know. Do we want to go like the movie White Chicks on this, or do we want a hint? Yeah, GM, we'll take it.
Try harder with the rock.
The rock. Oh, okay.
There were no actual attempts to get up there yet.
I climbed up to it.
No, you didn't. You climbed up a few books 30 feet.
So, I guess I technically am a flying person.
Oh, yeah. The GM is shaking their fist in the sky.
I'm sorry. I'm trying not to railroad, but
I could potentially get myself up there, but I can't get Dominque up there for sure. Like, there's no way.
You can, we will go back to town. We will buy a rope, a ladder.
A rope and a ladder, because that is important. We need the two.
A rope ladder. You can climb it, it unrolls.
Oh, that makes a little bit more sense.
Yeah, we're going back to town. Do we pick up the blue dresses since we're there?
Yes.
Okay, I've got a second bag and it contains blue dresses. And after we're back from town, I'm now in the hole. I'm spending the dollars that I'm a part owner of Glissant Oil, and I may have kickstarted a frying pan business, and I might have a goose friend, right? So like I've got money to spend. But spending money makes me...
Rope ladders are cheap. They come in 100-foot lengths. You can buy 3 of them and attach them together. Yeah.
No, but it's just the act of spending money. It doesn't matter the amount. I'm pissed. And so I come back. We've got the rope ladders needed. And I bundle them up on Kitschy, so that you can fly, because you have to be able to fly. And I say, I'm so glad you are here.
Oh, well, I appreciate your existence.
I protect you from the ice fiends. And they're like playfully throwing snowballs.
Please don't do that while I am good. I don't think my heart could take it.
They like scream like small children and run away. They're like, all right. GM, here's the plan. We've got Kitschy with some rope ladders that we've tied together here on the ground where we're secure and steady and stuff. We've got me looking up at her going, you got this.
And I am going to start struggling my way up towards the rock with the one end of the rope ladder.
Yeah. As you climb higher and higher, you see that there is a cone of rock that is really a sort of floating island. And on top of the island is a very classic looking castle. You know, it's not overly large, but it's big enough. You can see there's multiple areas, some turrets and towers and whatnot. There seems to be a large double wooden door over in what seems to be an entryway with like a porch. There is a detachable ladder attached there that can be unrolled if you so chose. It's there.
I prefer ours.
Okay, yes. So you can go ahead and attach yours to the post there as well. That's fine. But there's an entryway onto a castle with a large double wooden door.
All right. So I attach that ladder, and I'm going to call down to Dominque. Hurry, it's a castle up here, apparently.
Wow! I call it from way far away, and I'm climbing up this rope ladder as fast as I can.
Okay, perfect. You come up, and you're both in this little courtyard, and there is a door with a knocker. Do you go in?
So you're making me knock on doors like a normal person. I don't know how I feel about that.
You don't have to. I don't think there's options.
Are there windows around the
There
side?
are windows.
Hey, Kitschy, the last time we knocked on a front door, it did not work for us so good.
I do suppose that you are correct. It can't hurt to at least check things out through the window.
A little peek. Just a peek.
Just a little peek.
Just a peek.
Just a little peek.
Yeah, you select a window, and inside you see a comfortable bedroom. There is a roaring fire in the fireplace, and you see a woman of a certain age. You know, she looks like she's probably in her 60s. She's in a very comfortable red muumuu, but she exudes this sort of confidence. You know, you can see that she has sort of a magnetism about her. She seems so warm and open and inviting. She's reading a book in a big chair by the fireplace.
And nothing about this castle screams ice, right?
No, it's a stone castle.
All right. Well, she does look quite kind. Although I don't think looks are really what we should be going off of.
I don't see any of these snowball monsters here.
That
That's
is
a good
true.
sign.
Yes, that is a very good sign. I suppose that these people are not the ones causing the issue, and potentially they are actually in conflict. We could hope.
I look excited at that prospect. Okay, I will be polite. I will knock on the door with you.
All right, very diplomatic mission. Again, roll back my shoulders, puff up my chest, and I am going to confidently walk up to the door, grab the knocker, and just I pull it back to like hit it real hard, and then I just go tap, tap, tap.
After a few moments, the door opens, and you are greeted by the woman you saw by the fireplace. And she says, "Oh, goodness me, you look frozen out here. Please, come on in. Come inside."
Oh, absolutely. Thank you very much, my kind,
Oh, I'm sorry. My name is Edith.
Edith, so nice to meet you. My name is Kitschy, and this is...
Dominque.
Nice to meet you both. Please, come in by the fire. What brings you out to the college errand?
Oh, well...
A ladder.
Yes, the rope ladder is how we physically got here. But
I'm sorry. I wish you would have called. I would have let it down for you.
Oh, that was an option. I'm so sorry for our composure.
Are you an agent from another castle? How did you know about us here?
A castle would be a very interesting word for where we live, but we are agents, yes.
Oh, are you also here to work on the snow situation?
Yes.
Mm-hmm, yes.
Oh, well, very good. What have you found so far?
A beach. We were on a beach, and then there was snow. And that's why we are here. We found an igloo with a lady in it.
Yes, the beach.
Ah, yes, you must have met Frida.
Oh, Frida.
Yes, she used to be one of our agents, but she does her own thing now.
A rogue, so to speak. All
You could say
right.
that. Well, how can I help?
Well, we are trying to warm up the beach because we would like to actually enjoy today, and we were quite confounded when this happened quite suddenly and without any notice.
Exactly. This is why I came here. I heard about the disturbance, so of course I floated the castle right over. Unfortunately, we have very few initiates these days. So it's only me at the moment. Frida left some years ago, but I know she's here as well. I don't have any information yet. So how can we help?
Initiates, you mentioned.
Oh, yes. Oh, you don't know what we are here. We are the Order of Sexy Battle Wizards. We... Well, I know... Oh, my goodness, I didn't expect laughter. Don't expect me to look much like it now, but, well, I'll have to show you. We are an order of people who maintain the order in the world. We might get into a little bit of trouble, but we have some advantages that the regular police just can't have. Let me just show you. She goes to a box and opens it, and there's an array of different jewelry inside. And she selects a ruby-encrusted set of nipple clamps, and you see, excuse me, one moment. And she turns around and reaches under her muumuu to attach them to herself. And
Holy
as... Are you okay?
I make no movement. My eyes widen.
I actually brighten up. And there's like a little glint in my eyes.
And as she turns around, you see transformation starts to happen. The first thing you notice is as she spins, her hair flips around her shoulder, and suddenly it's gone from a practical women of a certain age bob to long auburn curls that flip over her shoulder. And as she spins, the muumuu sort of transforms into a low-cut scarlet red bodice with a corset and a flowing skirt with a slit up the leg. She's still 60 years old. However, she looks very good for her age. Her figure fills out. Her breasts seem to magically inflate back to an astronomical proportion. Her hip sort of, her hips fill out to the dress. You see the leg poking out of the slit becomes very shapely. And as she finishes her turn, standing before you is one of the most magnificent women you have ever seen in your life. Regardless of her age, she looks good, not just for her age, but for any age, okay? And she says, "This is the magic of the college errant. It gives you three things. First, the sexy." And she gestures to herself. Secondly, battle prowess. She gestures to her muscular arms now. You know, they're very shapely, very Scarlett Johansson-esque. You can imagine this woman can punch something. She says, "It also makes you invincible. You can take damage, sure, but nothing really bad can happen to you. As long as you wear the college errant jewelry, anything bad that happens, you'll just puff right back to existence right here and go out and give it another go." And then the third thing is the wizard. And she gestures, and a ball of fire appears in her hand. This looks a little different for everyone. Personally, I'm the Elder of Fire, and that's why I'm exploring the frozen tundra. But I can't say what yours will be. Do you want to initiate?
I am going to turn to Dominique and like whisper a little bit and just be like, "This seems like a wonderful way to get back at the ice beach."
You had me at fire, but I'm like, there's this math going on behind my head. Like, You ever seen that meme of the person with the formulas in the air above their head? Because I'm like, firepower, good. The clamps. So I'm like, did you have any necklaces or earrings? Or are they all...
When she offers you the box.
Oh, okay.
You look inside. There's all kinds of things. There's, there's different kinds of body jewelry as well as the standard, pendants, rings, all kinds of jewelry are in there. You can select what you like. What do you pick out of the box?
Oh, yeah. Is there a librarian brooch?
Yes. You see there is a brooch with one of those like sort of marble images of like a woman's head kind of things.
Okay. All right. I pin it on my, as we've mentioned before, like shawl thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Describe what happens.
Oh, no. My hair no longer looks like the hair of an old cat. Instead, it's like I put on a blonde wig. In fact, it is a wig. And I do that. Have you guys seen, it's really popular on TikTok, how to put wigs on, and you like put the headband on, right? You put the hairspray on the headband or whatever, and then like you take the headband off and it like looks like your skin, then you like cut the wig. So this is what is happening. Rather than a magical girl transformation, which I'm thinking Kitschy's got down. I'm going a different path, and I'm teaching you hair techniques. I'm having my own tutorial video of how to cut the line, how to blend it in, how to put the makeup so you can't even tell that it is a wig.
Okay, so you have a blonde wig now.
Yeah, I do, and it's magnificent. It is Farrah Fawcett. Is that I don't know, whatever the 70s were. It's that. Yes.
Perfect.
As I shake my head slightly, it's like bobbing around me. Yes.
What else?
That's it.
You sure?
Kitschy will give you more.
Oh, I'll give you more.
Okay. We'll assume there were some other transformations that y'all could find out about later, but okay, we got blonde hair. All right.
Hey,
All right.
ask anybody who needs a wig. That is a magical girl transformation.
Yeah.
Okay. And Kitschy, you are offered the box next. What article of jewelry do you take?
So I am drawn to a little locket that when I open up, there's like a little tiny mirror inside.
Aww. All right.
And so I place that around my neck and I open the mirror. And of course, I prepared a whole sequence for this.
Yes.
So as the music swells with a sense of anticipation, because now there's magical music just happening around her, you just hear this like tinkling of like bells. Kitschy stands as this like mitts of radiant glow like forms behind them and holds out the small pocket mirror attached to their neck. They begin to lift off the ground while shrouds of black smoke wrap around their body, encasing them in a veiled cocoon. The smoke snakes around their body and begins to solidify into delicate satin ribbons, which gradually tighten, accentuating the bell shape of their lacy dress and silhouetting their figure. As the ribbons now fall away, their lace dress dissolves into swirls of black smoke, revealing their delicate skin bathed in an ethereal purple glow. A swirling aura surrounds them, emanating hues of soft purple and smoky black. A mark begins to materialize on their forehead, an ornate black frame that quickly fills with a reflective glass. With a glint of light and a high-pitched ka-ching, it gleams brightly as a crooked hat magically forms atop their head, adorned with a ring of deep red and purple roses along the brim. Next, their hair cascades into ribbons of silk, twirling and weaving into a radiant purple hue. The once long black locks shorten, coiling to frame their face. And with a delicate flourish of their arms in a crescent arc, their attire takes shape. Black patent leather clings to their form, parting to reveal their sternum and abdominal. Black leather straps weave across their torso, a lacy lavender ribbon lays across their clavicle, and the leather bunches at the shoulders, almost forgetting the nature of its own material and resembling the soft poofs of a Victorian brocade. Black patent leather pants cling to their thick, muscular thighs. Knee-high stilettos materialize, hugging their calves with an edgy warning of sensual danger. Gloves follow suit, black fingerless leather reaching about 2 inches past the wrist. Lavender lace lines the cuffs. And then the ornate mirror manifests in their hand, glinting with the shapes of shadows held within. They hold it out front.
Wow! Now
All
that's
right,
a magical
all
girl
right.
transformation.
Yeah. What magical girl
I got
transformation?
really excited. So they are very androgynous, so muscular, but like their features are both chiseled and soft. It's kind of that weird blend that you're just like almost confounded by the mystery of how they've achieved that like line between masculine and feminine.
Are you taller now?
I am.
How tall are you?
I'd say that at this point I'm a lofty 5'2".
Okay. And do we still have wings?
The wings are still present, but they are a tattoo upon their back. That they have like cutouts on the back of their jacket to display their shoulder blades with the tattoos of wings.
Gotcha. All right. So we have a librarian with sexy blonde hair. And both people are now very strong appearing. You know, both people look like they could, in their own way, do some damage. What do we have any magical abilities manifesting?
Oh, yes. So I am, as you can like see in the mirror, there's just like shifting images in the reflection of the glass that like occasionally project as glitter and like little shimmers around the room.
Mm-hmm.
I look around for my magic. I don't know. I open a book and then I like, whoa, and then I close the book because when I opened it, it was a yawning pit.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I'm like, just I have a bit of magic myself, I guess, and I like hold the book carefully.
Yeah. And one note, as Kitschy looked in their mirror, Kitschy, did you notice anything in particular happen when you looked in the mirror?
That's a good question.
The answer can be no.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Dominique did. Dominique noticed that Kitschy teleported about 6 inches.
Oh.
Oh,
We can explore that later. Edith says to you, "Perfect. You look entirely presentable now. And just in case you find any other initiates, here, take another. You can meet them and, bring them into the fold." She hands you a 2-inch golden ring crusted with rubies.
Okay.
You just take that with you. Now, go figure out what's going on, and we'll be here if you die.
Oh, is that an expectation?
Well, one never knows. Off with you go, toodaloo.
Okay.
All right, you proceed out of the castle and down the rope ladder. And as you're climbing down, you notice for the first time that there is a hammock strung between 2 trees, a little campfire and a little tent, and there's some snow piled up on the hammock. But you can see that someone seems to be inside of it.
I am going to turn to Dominique and point over to the hammock. That wasn't there before, right?
I raise the book threateningly. It was not. I sneak up to the hammock with the book raised above my head.
And I hold up my mirror.
What do you do?
I raise the book. And I try it out. I try opening it.
You open the book. There is a gaping pit void inside.
It's my void shield because so these rules are kind of fun. They generate like your magic weapon thing, and I got a void shield. So as a librarian, it's my book, and I would say the snow from the top of the hammock, right, is disappearing into the void.
Yeah. As you move the book in surprise. You pass it near one of the ropes, and that section of rope disappears into a void. The hammock crashes to the ground, and someone says, "Oh, what? What's going on?"
Oh, God dang. Uncomfortably, Flex looks up from his hammock as his head, crashes against the ground. I don't got an adventure today. That's tomorrow. That's Sunday.
Oh, Flex! I closed the book.
Oh, Flex.
Flex had gone on a camping trip yesterday in the woods. He was not expecting it to be snowing.
Did you not notice when it became very, very cold?
Flex, tips his hat gingerly, little smile creeping across his face as he motions to the magical runes on his arm. Oh, I don't feel much.
Aww.
Oh, well, it's great to see you here. We have a vendetta to pick if you were interested.
Flex, nervously, looks around for his gun. Oh, okay. Oh, vendetta? Hey, you know I'm always down for a vendetta. Who we killing? Locks and loads?
Well, there's this horrible woman who lives in a house made of ice, and, she disrespected us. So.
Yes.
Flex, no further questions, puts his gun back in its holster and goes, all right then, point me in a direction, tell me where to shoot, brother.
Well, I suppose the first direction is put this on.
He hands you a 2-inch golden ring encrusted with rubies.
Flex just puts it on without question, and then lifts 6 inches into the ground, gently begins to turn as magical light covers him. But instead of a revealing outfit or anything like that, Flex turns and his clothes meld into a very high cut bathrobe. You see his thick thighs and swarthy legs. He still has his hat, but it's chest puffs a little bit, just he goes full dad bod vibe. And much like your neighbor who you feel oh, he's mowing the grass again. And you just spend that extra second looking out the window. That is what Flex is giving. Power is glory, my glory's my power. Everyone gets stronger when they get pretty. And as the little song ends, he floats back to the ground and is all right, who we killing?
All right, so we have a sexy dad bod in a bathrobe wearing a gold and ruby cock ring, okay? And did no one else pick that up? Okay.
I noticed it was 2 inches. I didn't want to say anything.
He tries to put it on his finger, but magic dictates where it goes.
And okay, so that's do we have any particular kind of magic going on now? Anything manifesting?
He just woke up, and he's not the best with gun safety, so he reaches to the wrong side of his hip but pulls out a smoking ethereal ghost cannon.
Okay. We got a ghost cannon.
And as he attempts to lock and load it, you hear there are no wolves nearby, but still the sky howls with a "Aroo!"
And then Flex, just for mechanics, what were your 3 numbers?
It was 3 in battle, 2 in magic, 1 in sexy. Flex doesn't Flex loves to flex, but he doesn't flex like that.
Gotcha. Okay. So the party is here. We are powered up. We've all got some kind of magical manifestations. We have all transformed into the sexiest versions of ourselves, whatever that happens to look like for you. I think it's about time to go knock on a door again. But in the meantime, let's take a break. And I think we have a review to read.
Yeah.
Yes. This review is from @Starfinder23. Wowee, what a great cast of so many ridiculous characters. It is always a surprise to see what's going to come up.
Thank you. Leave us a 5-star review on iTunes.
Joining us this time were Dominque Jimenez,
A guitar.
Kitschy, give me your last name again.
Karovnica.
Ooh, Kitschy Karovnica.
Kaching?
And we have Flex as a last minute addition.
Oh, what's going on, yo?
We'll see you all in a minute.
Bye.
Today's mid-episode shout-out is from West Coast CDN 19, who says, quote, Jonathan, I know you listen to this podcast, so here goes. The apple of my eye, the gem of my heart, nothing in the world can ever keep us apart. Love, Lauren. End quote. That was very nice. I like that. I'd like more personal ones like that than ads. Thank you. That's a good shout-out. Okay, anyway, so you can arrange for us to read your shout-out at firebreathingkittenspodcast.com through our partnership with Buy Me a Coffee. We have books available for you on Amazon, and we've got audiobooks if you're interested in that on Audible. Just search Fire Breathing Kittens Podcast. The fire breathing and the kittens part is all one word. Fire Breathing Kittens space podcast. Lastly, we don't pay to advertise our show. There's no money in podcasting for us to do that, so the only way we can grow is if you tell someone about us. Is there an episode that made you smile that might make someone else smile? Tell that person about us, because they're not going to find out about it unless you tell them. All right, thank you. Bye-bye.
All right, welcome back to Fire Breathing Kittens, everyone. For anyone just joining us in the middle here, I don't know why you would, but you could. Anything could happen. Let me get a little recap here, because we're joined by Kitschy, Dominque, and Flex, last minute edition. Kitschy, why don't you just fill everybody in on what happened with the first part here?
Yeah, so we had a beautiful beach episode, and that was the whole thing, right? No, so we were all at the beach because that's a thing that we like to do as a guild. We go to the beach and we hang out and we have a ton of fun. And it got really cold all of a sudden for no explained reasons. And people were not happy about that. So, of course, randomly, people from the guild were asked to investigate. And so randomly means the people that are here and present. And we went to go investigate, which did involve a lot of just walking around and hoping that something was going to show up. Which was not actually a great plan, in retrospect, and did involve a lot of Dominque murdering helpless ice elementals, and those screams will haunt me for the rest of my life. La, la, la. So we did that. We walked around a lot. We followed a pathway that went left to a ice pond. That seemed pretty normal, so we went instead the other direction after an attempt to... Oh yeah, there's a thing in the sky. There's a big giant thing in the sky that we are trying to get to. And Dominque attempted to stack books, but that did not actually get 300 feet up into the air. So Kitschy had to help her down. So we went the other direction, and we met the lovely woman who lived in a house made of ice. She was so nice. We loved her so, so much. She did not at all insult us. And we are not now on a quest for vengeance. So we went back to the drawing board because that didn't work, and decided just to make a rope bridge, which probably would have been the best idea from the beginning.
When you have a hammer, everything's a nail. I had books.
And we had Kitschy, who could actually fly, so like that was a thing that happens. Take the rope bridge up to the island in the sky, finding out that it was a castle. So we finally get up to the castle after a lot of how to do, and meet an actually lovely person who lives there, who is like, you know what, we came here to investigate the ice and you could help us. So here are some magical artifacts that make you super sexy and powerful. And so, of course, we took that. And we took an extra one for no reason in particular, which was great because when we got down to the ground, we ran into Flex. So Flex was also able to transform with us. And that is, I think, kind of where we are. Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
So now you guys are all powered up. You are very sexy. You are very strong. You are very magical. Different amounts for each person, depends. And you are free to carry on this adventure however you see fit.
Yeah, Flex's ring feels a little bit tight, so he takes it off, and he looks exactly the same. Just to be clear, there was no transformation. Flex was always a sexy battle wizard.
Sure.
And secondarily, just listener surrogate, somebody who definitely did not need the recap, but, huh?
We made great decisions.
You're gonna have to
You
listen
murdered
to the episode.
Olaf and then got in a fight with an ice queen? You tried to stack books to the sky?
And there was this like ice skating marks on a pond.
Oh, yes.
And we figured the video was out, and so we tried to talk to it by scratching on the pond, but it was uppity.
You guys are on some Shel Silverstein stuff.
Welcome. Join us. The
cool.
water's cold.
Slightly warmer.
Flex has clearly magicked himself so he doesn't feel temperatures or much sensation anymore. But like professional adventurer, dadbot aficionado, Flex Arcana, here to help y'all.
Yeah.
So he kind of like looks at this floating castle in the sky, the snow on the beach. This was supposed to be one of the like fun weekly FPK beach days, right?
Yes.
Yes, that is what I was told.
Yeah, no, I feel like that was one of the Tanager initiatives.
Also, just point, is that still what Kitschy's voice sounds like?
That's a good point, actually. I think I had imagined their voice changing as well, and I didn't follow through on it. But I'm thinking maybe a little bit more demure and like drawn out now. We might be a little bit more dilettante.
Okay. Yeah, for the listeners, Kitschy is a delightful blend of genders.
Yes.
And for people who did not pick this up from earlier, originally a fab, now more a mab maybe.
Yeah.
But who is to say? We've got some David Bowie, what's her name? Tilda Swanson kind of vibes going on here.
Swinton?
Gender is a playground.
Whatever her name is.
Well, it would just be foolish to try to quantify that is Kitschy.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Seriously.
But that's why I was like, I thought the voice would have dropped. I don't know.
You're doing like dark matter, black hole, things that you could never possibly fathom. The theoretical physics of what's going on under those robes.
But all right, so this is where we're at now. Where do you guys want to go?
Well, as I was saying, big castle. I'm sorry. Well, I guess maybe Flex will have a little bit more of a Louisiana draw. Oh, we got a big castle up there. Snow on the beach. We got any ideas? I just need to be pointed in a direction.
Oh, I'm sure they can point you.
Oh, yeah.
I say we go to the igloo that we were at before, and we show her how we are more presentable now.
Oh, we're just not gonna go straight to the murder. Not this time, Dominique.
I don't usually announce it, but yes.
Sometimes the best show of force is not force at all, my friends. If she prides herself on making a beautiful beach icy, I say we bring the sun out.
Oh, Jess, Edith had fire magic.
Yeah, like, ruin her whole business. Like, let's just melt all the ice. Like, I would say, like, some sexy battle wizard stuff. And then she'll be like, oh no, I done made a mistake. And then we'll, like, punch her in the stomach.
I do like the way that you talk and the way that you think. And I'm just going to slowly adopt your accent throughout this episode.
It's cool. We can all get slimy southern lizard if we want.
You guys are doing that, and you look over to me, and I'm slowly feeding a children's book into the void. When I like open up the big book, I'm like, whoa, what's in there? I stick a stick in there, and then I pull the stick back out and look at the stick.
Flex doesn't know what to say, but he goes, knowledge is power.
Okay, to the igloo.
You proceed to the ice mansion, and it is standing before you as it was.
Cool.
Now, how do we absolutely destroy this beach?
I look around. Flex looks about for any attendants, like anybody who's close to her who could talk smack about her behind her back. Because in order to properly destroy someone, you need to know what they actually hold important, and then go, oh, no, you're actually bad at that. Oh, you think you're good at that? No. So we need to know more about I think we need to know more about the enemy, first and foremost.
Well, there was that mysterious little something on the pond the other direction.
Oh, Jess.
I'm wondering if we're now more presentable for their audience.
Okay, we go to the pond.
Okay, you go to the pond. You still see marks appearing and then fading away on the pond as if someone is ice skating around on it.
Can I use my wizard stat now to try to reveal their identity with my wonderful mirror magic?
You do have mirror magic now, so role play through this. What does this look like?
Yeah, so I like the idea that the like mirror that they hold is just like the initiator of a chain effect that then creates like a bunch of different mirrors. Kind of like, it's very Black Clover in my mind, where like they hold out a mirror towards the pond and you see a bunch of mirrors around the pond appear, and you see a beam of light just start ricocheting around them.
Absolutely. Give me a roll. You have 2 dice, and you have to get a 5.
All right.
That's a rad way to, like, reveal invisibility.
Yeah. Yeah, reflect light at it. I rolled a 6.
You rolled a 6. Perfect. So you accumulate no stress from this. This is well within your wheelhouse. Your mirrors circle the pond and reflect the sunlight back and forth between it. And where they go, you see that there's sort of a void in the shape of a slight male figure. He's sort of ice skating around with his shoulders hunched, looking down at the ground, just very forlorn looking from the body language that you can see.
Flex, you know Flex is a hot figure, so he's looking at you for confirmation of, like, do I pull my gun out now? Like, because he's about to call this invisible person
about?
my ghost wolf cannon, my darling. But like how we approach in this situation, and it gives you that with just like that sort of like the Rock style one eyebrow raise of like,
I I think I'm going to hold my hand out, just like, kind of like, hold off for now, but then give you a thumbs up.
He gives you finger guns, but his new Ghost Wolf cannon ability causes a spectral gun to appear, so in his left hand, like, a gun shows up, and he's like, ooh, he looks embarrassed, and, like, gets distracted, and allows you to take, like, the stage as he's trying to figure out how to not literally finger gun people.
A little excitable there.
I know. Keep your fingering to yourself.
I swear it almost never happens.
Consent, sir.
And I'm going to call out into the pond. You have been revealed. Anything to say for yourself?
Are you attempting to use a skill right now?
Sexy sounds great.
Okay, so are you attempting to entice this person to reveal themselves?
Kind of like a dangerous enticement. So kind of entice, intimidate, mixed up together. Yeah.
Yeah, come on, role play this. What exactly?
Oh, yeah.
What are you doing with your body, with your voice, with your manners? What's happening to just really, sex appeal this up here and get this person interested?
Make this ice skater fall over.
So I am, like, as I've, like, revealed them with my magic, I, like, step up to the edge of the pond. I step onto the ice, and I kind of, like, puff out my chest, pull the leather shirt down so it cups my pectoral muscles just right, and cross my arms so that it just kind of like squeezes nice and tight there, and I just cock a hip and sink into it as I am saying those words. You have been revealed. What are you gonna say about it?
Go ahead and give me 3 dice. You are looking for a 5.
I got a 5.
Okay. You succeed. Actually, wait, is there supposed to be something bad that happens if you meet it and don't beat it?
I think you get a stress, I thought. It's a success with a stress?
I heard it was you get 1 gold coin.
If it beats, if you succeed, if it's equal, you mark 1 stress and the GM describes something bad that happens. So yes, you are able to sexify this situation enough that this entity notices you. But along the way, you are straining your muscles, and it seems like you actually like strain one of your pecs. So it kind of hurts when you use one of your arms, and you're accumulating a little bit of stress from this.
I went a little too hard.
Yeah, a little too much flex in there.
Flex looks. Flex looks at Dominque and goes, "Oh dang, he flexed too hard."
Yeah, it's like noticeable. You see like a little grimace at the end there.
You're like a little locked up in one shoulder, and I'm like, oh dang.
I drop my one arm, but my other one's kind of still stuck, so I kind of like slowly reach across my side and do like a little stretch.
Dominque, we gotta help him. You go right, I'll go left.
Help them.
Them. Sorry. So as we like approach, we like just come in like wings and like lift up the shoulders. And I've got like an arm out to the right, like gently trying to work a knot out. Like,
and everyone, please keep track of your own stress. Okay, so Kitschy, you're at 1.
Yep.
Does out of game stress count? Because I'm dead.
No. All right. And so that happens, and the entity skates over towards you and looks up at you for the first time. You see his shoulders sort of bunching as if he's straining, and starting at his head and moving down, you start to see him become sort of translucent, kind of almost like a ghost. And you see his features. He's got pale skin, pale blonde hair, blue eyes, and he can only seem to manifest about half of his body. He fades out to invisibility again below, like, his chest, but he looks up at you, hopefully, and says, "You can see me? Really?"
Flex, his primary stat is wizard. Like,
Yes.
he's good at this.
No, your primary is, remember you said battle is your 3. Your wizard's a 2, right?
Yeah, but don't quote me on things I say, because I'm often wrong.
Oh, okay.
I think, Kitschy, what's your primary? Is sex charm?
Is sexy.
Sexy.
Yeah, mine is battle. So yeah, Flex is his wizard. Yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
because, like, he's not that... He doesn't
Let me
love
change that.
fighting. Yeah. I know I said it, but much like a Ronco rotisserie, you gotta set it and forget it. Flex's whole thing is trying to get his mama back, trying to restore the dead to life. He would like to attempt, like, he knows, like, a little bit about necromancy. He wants to make this person, maybe not, like, back to life, but a little bit more real. When they're like, "You can see me," well, like, without a word, he extends, like, his, like, powerful, swarthy, well-tanned hand covered in tattoos. And this mechanical prosthetic works in the back, making, like, strange motions that, like, a normal muscular hand could not do. And, like, as his body, like, rings with power, he attempts to extend something out to this wizard to give him a little bit more of what he wants.
How
Sexy
completely
battle
are
wizard.
you looking to make this person tangible?
As much as I can, as much as my ability will allow me. I
So
want the
we're-
most.
We're shooting for 6. So roll 3 dice and let's see if we get a 6.
So even if he were to get a 6, he would still take a stress because 6s can't be beaten.
Exactly. Because this is big.
What if I get 2?
If you get 2 6s, I don't think that makes a difference.
No, it's just your highest dice.
Well, I did.
Yeah.
You got 2 6s?
Well,
Okay.
and a 1. Is 1's bad?
No, it's just whatever your highest dice is. Okay, so let me just describe here what happens, because this is kind of a big plot point. All right, so you cast your magic out, and it seems like you're able to push this person's transformation further than he was able to himself. He becomes fully tangible. You see, like you said, a very Nordic-looking person. Small build, very, underfed kind of looking, wearing a gray hoodie and some jeans and, blue sneakers. And as he looks down at himself and sees his corporeal form, his face lights up with this huge amount of joy. And he glances back up at all of you with tears in his eyes, and you notice that it gets noticeably warmer as this happens. However, this is the bad stuff that comes from meeting, not beating. The effect does not last. After a few seconds, he starts to fade from the feet up again, and the air starts to get colder, and he starts crying.
Can I, just like the tail end of my check, why didn't my magic work? Like, was my spell not strong enough, or is maybe some ice queen doing some nonsense? Like, where did my magic go?
You don't know that yet.
Ooh, you see, like, a very, like, passionate rage light up in Flex's eyes. He was doing bring your mama back magic, and it didn't work. So he feels deeply inadequate, and he doesn't like to feel like that.
Oh. Take 1 stress
Yeah,
and
he's stressed.
proceed. It's emotional stress.
He goes for his gun.
Oh dear, I'm so sorry. Come here. And I'm gonna try to, like, beckon him in to an embrace.
Okay, what are you trying to do? We're using our dice here.
Yeah, I just want to like give him a nice, strong hug, rub his back a little bit, just because he's crying. He's like, he's not feeling great. I just want to comfort him.
Go ahead and give me 3 dice again.
Nice billowy muscles.
Is this Flex or the ghost you're talking about?
The ghost.
Oh, I thought it was
I haven't picked up on Flex's antics quite yet.
Flex looks jealously at the ghost.
What's your highest roll?
No, it's a 3.
Your highest roll is a 3?
Yeah.
Ooh,
Oh
so
my
the
gosh.
Failure rules are that if you have more stress than your highest roll, so you gain a stress now and you're at 2.
Yeah. Yep.
Do you count them before or after you gain the stress?
Has to be before.
I assumed it was before.
You fail, then gain 1 stress and 1 determination, and the GM describes something bad that happens. So there's not a then there,
Yes.
but it's in that order. So yeah.
Oh.
So first,
Yeah, you're accumulating. So this is your first actual failure.
Yeah.
So you have 2 stress and 1 determination.
Yes.
So you attempt to hug this person, and he sort of like jerks his shoulder out of your reach and says, "No, it's fine. No one can ever see me."
Brother, we're talking to you right now. Like,
Jason,
I'm
I
not,
attempted to talk to you before, and you did not care.
like, emotionally, I understand. Like, my therapist is working me through some issues, but like, I understand not feeling like you're being seen, but like, I'm not looking at a tree, my dude.
You might as well. Compared to my sister, no one will ever see me.
Like, I look at my party members before I like pry deeper. Like, who's your sister?
Oh, Frida,
Yeah. You know her?
Kahlo?
No, she was cool. This Frida.
No.
is-
Frida Frost.
oh.
Is
I'm
that
so
the
I
sorry.
know, right?
Flex mouse the words vendetta?
I nod back.
He like grits his teeth and does like a ooh face.
Is she the one who did this to you?
What? I'm not sure what you mean.
Hand wave. Hand wave over his whole body. Hand wave.
This whole
I don't think she did it per se. It's just, I don't know. It just started happening.
Oh, you are both magical. Her, more beneficially so.
Whoa. Can I make another wizard check to see if this dude is a ghost or just like made ephemeral?
You can. Go ahead and roll your 3 dice. You gotta beat a 4.
Already did, but multiple six. Like, first
Good.
roll was a 6.
Oh, perfect. You can tell this person is not a ghost at all. He's losing his substance. His essence seems to be drained away from him.
I like slap Dominque on the back and like look very happy at Kitsch and go like, he's not even dead, y'all. That's why my magic didn't work. Dude, you're cool. Can you get off this pond? Like, come on over, bud. Come here, boy. And he slaps his knees like he's inviting a dog.
Yeah, well, you can only see the top half of him, but he drifts over towards you.
All right, cool. Well, I kind of think it would be a good idea if he like confronted his sister and called her out for being a real ice witch. If you get what I'm saying.
And unless she has more information about your family issues. Were your parents frosty?
Oh, yes, all of us have ice magic.
No, but were they like frosty?
He looks at you blankly.
Did your parents suck, dude?
Oh, I don't think so. We were always fairly normal.
So your sister just like decided to be mean and like ruin nice Guild's beach days? Like that's a fun thing she just decided out of a void.
I'm not sure she's ever been mean. A little self-obsessed, but that's how she is.
Do your parents know that you are disincorporating and that your sister is freezing a town?
Oh, my parents have been dead for millennia.
Okay.
He mouths, millennia.
Oh, you're old.
Millennia.
Oh, yes, I'm sorry. I forgot. Nobody even knows who I am anymore. I'm Jack Frost.
Okay, so I just want to say, I knew the last name was Frida Frost, right? And I was like, blank name Frost. And I really wrote that down. I was like, blank name. I'll find that out later. What? This is such an idiot. Jack. Got it.
Well, Jack, I have had my fair share of family squabbles, so understand that I feel what you're going through. Is there any chance that you'd like to sit down and have a chat about it?
Are you attempting to use a skill?
No, I mean, I can use charm, but I think I'm just trying to target the source of how they're feeling.
Sure. He, you don't see his lower half, but his upper half sinks lower to the ground.
Well, I understand that feeling and know at times it can be difficult to address, but my brother recently showed me that sometimes your family can surprise you. And then through gritted teeth, maybe Frida could surprise us all.
I don't think I can kill many things, but millennia old frost wizards, maybe not. Maybe we had a different vendetta plan.
Flex is in the background, like he's taking his like robe off and is just in like dad tidy whities, like powerfully chopping wood for a fire, and looks at you and goes, "Oh, you gotta believe in yourself. We're FBK. We can kill most things."
But she has a brother. Anyway, I will settle for making her ugly or
Okay.
sad.
Let's go sad. Ugly seems mean. I'd rather kill somebody than like ruin them in that way.
Okay.
Oh shoot. Sorry, Jackie. Don't mean to be talking about your sister like that right in front of you.
Earlier I threatened to kill her. To him.
Yes.
Oh, cool.
He's keenly aware.
He knows.
So you know, like there is like a non-zero chance that I absolutely like he just pulls his gun like you know the rest of the sentence.
Jack looks at you and said, "Yeah, I already told her."
Yeah, but
great.
that can't be a good option for you, dog. Like I know your sister sucks and she's making you ephemeral, but like family like through gritted teeth just as well he goes, family ties are powerful.
We cannot kill her. Okay, so
Oh no, we can, we just shouldn't.
I don't kill for free, I say, and I wipe the blue slime off of my book.
Good reminder, my friend. And Flex wiped slime off something else. He just had unrelated slime.
Jack looks at you and says, What is that?
A brooch. It's a lady's head.
No, the slime.
Do you know, we were on the beach and it was so warm and toasty, and then it was very cold and I got very angry. So I crunched some snowballs.
You crunched innocent elementals?
Yeah.
He picks one up off of a nearby tree branch. With it looks like a little floating ice cream sundae with a little happy face on it, and holds it up to his face and shows it to you and says, "This thing? This face."
On the inside there, gooey.
Oh, Yeah, you are going into a dangerous way of thinking, my friend. Like, innocence is relative. Like, they're cute, but like much like the tribbles on some sort of Star Trek, just because something's cute doesn't make them not dangerous. Like,
The city's pipes are bursting. People are losing their livelihoods. The farmers. Poor Sanguilla, and other farms and stuff like that. I don't know. Yeah?
Well,
yeah, no, I'm in full support of murdering these little cute snow elementals.
well, life is hard all around, I guess.
Especially when you have an ice beach.
Yes, we should take care of your ice beach.
Title idea. Well, all right. Are they sentient? Like, can they talk? Can we ask them politely to stop, like, freezing the hospital's pipes?
No, but they giggle, and he pokes the gelatinous belly of the ice cream monster, and it goes.
Oh, I do want to kill that.
I was gonna say, frick, they're really cute, man. I don't know if I can.
They're like snowball tribbles.
All right, dudes. Well, like, when I used my magic to, like, give this person what they wanted, it caused, like, a bloom of warmth in the area, but then it got cold after. Like, are there other people that maybe this ice beach has, like, frozen? Like, instead of just straight up shooting this chick in the face, like, could we maybe, like, bring warmth in another way? Like I said before, like, let's thaw this beach. Oh, God, maybe do we have to bring joy to her heart? I don't want to do that.
Me either.
That is the opposite of making her sad.
Well, I know, but we're adventurers. The noble thing is to make her happy.
Okay.
Oh,
It's
God,
not like I'm being paid.
I freaking hate this, too, dude. Oh, no, we'll just rob her.
Oh.
Like, straight up, like, no, we're getting our money. Don't you worry about that, miss.
So, how long have you been like this, Jack?
He seems distracted, playing with his little snowball friend.
I squash it.
Oh, hardcore. Flex shoots his gun in the air.
Wait, you squash it. This is a battle, right?
Oh, wait, no. I just opened the book and it falls in the void.
Okay, so this is magic. Cool.
Well, it's my void shield.
Yeah, so that is... You have one die.
No, it's battle. It's battle.
DM wants you
battle?
to make a
Okay.
check.
Yeah.
You make a check for pretty much anything in this game.
Okay, I want to battle this thing that's distracting.
Roll 3 die. It's your highest number.
6.
Okay, you squish it immediately.
Yes.
And you notice that Jack fades a little bit more.
Does it also kind of get colder?
A little bit.
Can
Yeah.
I try to magic it back together?
What, the snowball?
Yeah.
You can. Give me 3 dice.
2 3s. So
All right,
it's
what's the third one?
Oh no, 1 3 3.
What?
Is this a fail?
You are not.
Oh, man.
This is a fail.
Flex has
I put this
another-
at the lowest level.
Well, you also have a determination going forward, Flex. So don't forget
Yeah.
that's an extra dice when you need it. You can spend determination to get dice. In the
So
future.
what happens here? Yes, you get another stress and a determination. And what happens is you attempt to revive this thing, but your magic is on the fritz today. And instead, it kind of bubbles and melts further and turns into like hot ice cream soup that drips down through Jack's fingers. He looks at you horrified.
I look at my party members horrified as I feel like this ice beach's magic is stronger than mine and goes, oh, God damn it, I think she's hot now. I don't like people who are more powerful than me, but when they are,
You kind of like it.
I gotta respect it, and I'm not.
Oh, you
gonna
haven't
say
even
no.
seen her yet.
I feel like I maybe shouldn't.
Yeah. So
She's like an adult Elsa from Frozen.
yeah,
Yeah.
very adult, very voluptuous, very dress made of ice crystals that... You remember, it's a scene from Midsummer Night's Dream where they talk about Titania, and it's about how her dress is made of lilacs that just look like they invite you to brush them aside and cup her yourself. It's like that, but ice crystals.
I've always wondered what men writing women sounded like.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a whole subreddit.
That's how Shakespeare writes it.
We did not describe her like that at all to Flex. I think we focused mostly on just the evilness.
Yes, she is a sexy battle wizard, so she has been transformed, similar to Edith.
Yeah, I mean, so she's not like evil, but she doesn't give a flying frost about the city that she is destroying, or the fact that we asked her politely to please not destroy our city. Because,
guys,
yeah.
What are you gonna do?
I'm already excited. We don't need to keep pressing on reasons she's attractive. I'm gonna this is him gaining his stress and determination in the same moment as he like scratches his head with his gun.
When I squished the monster, Jack got weaker and it got colder. That means there's a finite amount of magic that is shared equally between these frostlings. And we have to shift the balance from Frida to Jack.
Flex shoots his gun in the air and goes, "Yo, that's a good idea."
That sounds like vengeance to me.
All right.
But how?
I stop squishing the monsters.
Uh-huh.
Step 1.
Yes, that's step 1.
Follow me here, help me out, my friends. If monsters mean Jack is strong, what is the opposite of monsters? Because, like, how do we make a thing to make her weaker without making Jack weaker at the same time?
I think she feeds off of pain and suffering, if I had to take a guess.
And she has a hut. Maybe she is making pain and suffering, and I'm imagining formal dinner parties in her hut.
Oh, I love a formal dinner party. I always bring a casserole.
All right.
Jack looks at you guys and says, "You guys really don't like my sister."
She's keeling her down.
But I feel like that's a byproduct of her emotional turmoil.
That doesn't sound like her.
Then why is it cold?
Well, we don't know.
I look at Jack quizzically as he says that doesn't sound like her. What is Frida like to you?
Well, she's nice enough. She talks to her mirror more than to me, but I don't know.
When you come to visit, can you come to visit? Does she accept you at her door?
I guess.
Does she greet you with a hug?
No.
What about a smile?
I don't think so.
Does she feed you as a guest at her home?
No.
I hate to break it to you, Jack, but I don't think this is how people generally demonstrate affection towards each other.
Oh, I don't think she's very affectionate either. She's normally really only worried about herself.
Yeah, but like, what's her goals? Like, when you say she's only concerned with herself, what?
I mean how she looks.
Frick, man.
I told you we would have to make her ugly.
I know, but like, bruh, that's just breaking a person.
I don't like it. No, I'd rather kill someone in one blow.
Right, it's so much simpler.
Yes. Okay, here's the plan. You be pretty somewhere else, Frida.
Yeah, like, me and her, like, I'll go in and, like, I'll be like, "What's up, Frida? You like crackers?" And then, like, I'll warm her up. And, like, Flex is clearly on his own thing right now.
I mean, you can try. She likes the admiration. Okay. She always gets plenty of it. What?
Why y'all here?
I don't know. I woke up here.
Bro, we gotta go chat with Frida. Like, Jackie boy, I love you. You ain't no Jack.
Huh?
I kind of like, you don't know much. You don't know why you're here. You don't know how you got here. You don't know why you're turning ephemeral.
Oh no, he has this very constantly sort of dazed expression.
Oof.
It's hard to get much out of him.
I'm rolling super hot, but can I try to magic that away?
To magic his dazedness away?
Just like temporarily. Okay, could I attempt to magically put it on me for like 2 minutes? So like I would be out of the convo because I'd be all dazed and confused, but maybe like my party members could talk to him directly.
Do you understand why he's dazed at this point in the storyline?
Because he's dazed, I do not.
Okay. I say we have to know kind of what we're trying to get the magic to do. But, I mean, roleplay to your best and we'll see what happens.
I put my hand back in my pocket. I put the glow away and I'm like, Arr.
I mean, you can.
I know I can, but, yeah.
Okay. Are we going to go talk to Frida?
Yes, but before we go, I'd like to find the cutest of all of the like little ice elementals that are in the area.
That I haven't murdered.
That have not been murdered.
Mm-hmm.
And I would like to scoop them up.
Uh-huh.
And hold them close to my chest.
Somebody cold them.
And then I'm going to spin around away from Dominique over to Jack and hand him the cutest fucking one that I could find. And just like hand it to him and just be like, you know, this one seemed particularly in need of someone affectionate and loving. I think that you could provide that for them.
Roll 3 dice.
A 6.
He accepts the elemental and his form seems a little bit more stable. And he smiles up at you. Yeah, he seems a little more solid.
Beautiful. Now let's go destroy a beach.
Are you taking Jack with you?
Hey, I have a question. How do you make more of these little things?
Who are you asking?
Jack.
I don't think I make them. They just come find me.
I take 2 and I smush them together, like pushing 2 stuffed animals together like a person would play with Barbie dolls. Let's be real, you all did this. Make more.
They make a squishy, plushy sound.
Flex pushes it towards Jack, like, yeah, make more, but maybe he, like, I wasn't there for that previous scene, but he maybe like, inadvertently pushes one of these smushed elementals into Jack's form.
Into Jack's form?
Yeah, like, does he get more solid the more elementals he, quote-unquote, eats?
No.
Ah, okay.
That's not the trick.
Dang it.
All right. So we were going to head over to...
and I put a hat on it and a carrot nose. Does it come to life?
No. Good try, though.
I smash it with a book.
Okay. All right. So we were going to go see Frida, and like I said, the question was, does Jack come or stay?
He's got to come.
Okay. He will come with you. He's still kind of dazed. And you do see that he glances back towards the pond frequently.
Oh, yeah. I had, like, broken it open.
It froze back over.
Yeah, I noticed that. So when he's keeping glancing at it, I wonder if there's anything at the bottom of the pond. So I say to him, did you leave anything of yours here?
I don't think so. I don't know. I feel something really far down.
Did you... Okay, well, let's try to... Hold on, guys. Wait. We don't want to leave something important. So I get my book, the Void book, and I smack a hole in the ice and I start draining the pond by putting the Void in the water.
Oh, yeah, Moses it, dude.
Yeah.
This is magic, correct?
Yeah, and my goal is to drain the pond so I can see what's on the bottom of it, because I feel like we're leaving some part of Jack there. Because, like, Jack woke up here, you know?
Yeah.
So, like,
Or
something.
even
We can
just, like-
skip ahead. So, give me 2 dice.
Oh, okay.
We've got a DC 6 on this.
Oh, okay. Wait, I'm confused. Is this sexy battle or
This is wizard.
wizard? Oh, that's 1 dice.
Oh, is it 1 dice?
Oh, 2? Wait, what am I? Let me look at my
Oh,
thing.
nope, you're right. It's 1. It is
Wait.
1.
Yeah, I'm not great at magic, so I'm gonna roll 1 dice. But really, the question is, do I drop my book in? So here we go. That's not a 6.
What is it?
A 4.
4. Oh, okay. Attempts were made. You do manage to drain some ice, some water. You see a lot of muck in the bottom of the pond. And that muck gets all over your hair.
Oh my god. You guys, I'm busy. Please continue investigating. I can't.
Take 1 stress and 1 determination.
Absolutely. Okay, you guys got to handle this.
Flex just like panics and like whatever like progress that was made by Dominque, he just dives into like I imagine she like moved like a couple feet of the water and he just panic dives into the icy water beneath it.
Roleplay, what's happening here? Like, you're physically diving in?
Yeah, like she was clearly going at there's something at the bottom of the pond. And he just wants to be a good boy, and he thinks his magical runes that prevent him from feeling temperature, like, will work, and he's already in his underwear, so...
Okay, give me... your magic is at a 3, so give me 3 dice. Again, DC 6.
Haha! 6.
You got a 6?
Yeah, last
All
one.
right. You are getting some stress from this.
That's cool.
So mark down a stress, because it is cold in this frigid water, even with your runes. You're getting unquestionable amounts of shrinkage. It's a problem.
So I'm
but-
back to like a normal amount of...
Exactly. Yes. But you explore underneath and you find down through the water, there seems to be an opening in the bottom of the pond that goes down into an underwater cave system. How far do you want to go?
I guess the first thing I'll do is shoot my gun off, my Ghost Wolf gun, because that's not, like, powder. Like, that should work underwater.
Yeah.
Like, 3
Magic.
times, just to, like, let people know something's up.
Yeah.
Flex's lungs aren't mechanical yet, so he does need to breathe. But he is an adventurous spirit, so he's just going to push on to the first air pocket he can find in the cave system.
Okay,
But, like,
so you...
he very clearly is like, bang! Bang, bang! Like, not like I'm fighting something, but like I'm letting you know. Oh no, he shoots off shave and a haircut.
Uh-huh. So you do find an air pocket. It's sort of like the U-bend in a toilet. There is an underwater cave. You see... let's give it away. This is like an ice crystal cave. There's lots of walls. It's kind of like a mirror, a maze of mirrors, kind of. And through the refracted planes, you can see what's that? He's a superhero that's all blue and he's always naked. He like
Oh, Dr. Manhattan.
Yeah.
yeah, kind of like that. There's like a beautiful, muscular, naked man chained to the side of the cave.
So, Flex notoriously has made friends with people in mirrors. And his magic school is the way of 10,000 mirrors. So, like, he sees this chained up naked blue guy. And, you know, he's an adventurer. This is regular for him. But he looks in, like, the mirrors, the infinite reflections around him. And looks for his, like, guy gang. Like, his boys. Bash Mighty, Gnarly Crit, Roll 20, Killer Hit.
You're trying to summon friends out of the mirrors?
No, I'm not trying to summon anyone. I'm just looking at my boys, like, how do I handle this? Like, is he one of you all? Like, one of my mirror friends? Like, is this a guy? Oh, so they're looking at me like, nah, dog. Okay.
We don't know her.
I'm going to wait for my friends to arrive because I did shoot off a shave and a haircut, but I will gently put my one physical warm, bleeding, pulsating hand that is meant to regulate temperature, and just try to comfortably place a warm hand against this person's ice prison. As I wait.
Yeah. It is there. Yeah, you cannot access this person. It's behind many layers of ice crystals. But you're going to wait for your friends to join you? Do they want to try to get down here?
While just trying to express a little bit of comfort to this prisoner. And I'm only going to give it like 6 minutes.
Okay.
So...
Oh, my hair is better now. You have no idea.
Lovely. So I don't actually want to get in the water, so I'm going to try something very unique with my mirrors. Can I try to generate a series of mirrors to basically remotely view the tunnel where Flex has gone?
Roll 2 dice.
Okay.
And I will say, are we homies?
Who?
Because I was calling on all my mirror homies in that moment.
Oh, that is fair. If there's mirrors, I wonder if I could just project to that mirror.
And if you're going to interact with a party member, I need a roll from one of you for that.
Okay. So I rolled a 6 and a 5.
You're fine. So you see a stream of mirrors reflecting your image, and the mirrors appear crisscrossing down through the cavern into where Flex is. And there's a little floating mirror with your face in it.
What up, K-Town?
Oh, hello. What have we here?
Oh, chained up naked, dude.
I see. Normally, I would be quite into this, but given the circumstances, it's probably best we try to rescue them.
You're up top, right?
Yeah.
Why don't you ask old Jackie boy if he knows anything about chained up naked dude?
Oh, yes. Apologies for my oversight. Jack, my dear, do you know anything about a certain person, blue in color, chained up in a cavern beneath the pond?
Blue and chained up? What else do they look like?
Do they resemble Jack in any fashion?
Are you asking...
I'm asking
Flex or the
DM. Yeah.
Flex gives it starts off like a pretty normal physical description, but gets very vulgar by the end.
It's supposed to. This man is meant to be... Yeah, this man is meant to be sort of the picture of, classic muscular male beauty. It's hard to see much about a face because this person is not really a person. It's kind of more like a golem kind of thing.
Oh,
it's more of a concept than an actual person.
Dude looks like a Greco-Roman statue. He is picturesque in form. I don't think this is a guy, man. This is a concept made manifest. Should I shoot it?
As Jack hears the description, he sort of shrinks into himself and says, "Must be nice." He seems to fade a little bit. And down below, Flex can see that the construct chained to the wall seems to grow a little bit more muscular.
Oh, Kitsch, hears and sees me being like, oh, gross, man. If she's bleeding her brother to get a boyfriend, this is not cool. I'm gonna shoot him. Can you all get down here?
Yes, says the person who's major status battle. Get down there. Except the wig is protected by a bag.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Well, also, just like, what if you tried to like use your void book to just empty the water around you? So you're not entering the lake, you're just making a bubble so you can walk into the bottom.
Ah. GM, can I roll for that?
Sure. Are you
wait, I'm
attacking
not
the
magical.
water?
Yeah,
Or
no.
are you magicking away the water?
You have more skills than me. Perhaps you can do something similar, but I am just going to. And I jump into the water with my wig protected, of course, and I just swim there. Like, just going for it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure, you can swim down through the mucky water.
Yay. And then I'd like to
know.
get where Flex is.
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody would.
You see the same scene played out.
I approach with my void book menacingly.
So while Dominique is jumping into the water, I'm still not ready to do it. I want to turn to Jack and just kind of like tilt my head at him a bit, give him a little smile, and just go, "Oh, my dear, beautiful boy. You are absolutely gorgeous now, aren't you?"
Roll 3 dice.
653.
Jack seems to become a little bit more solid, and he goes, "Oh, thanks." Nudges your arm.
What was the difficulty of that check?
And
4.
does the blue guy get smaller?
A little bit.
Yeah, frick this blue dude.
Do you know I have injured several things before in my past, and sometimes they are linked, and you don't want to hurt one thing when it is linked to another necessarily.
Yeah, but like that dude's too hot. And like Flex is motioning to his gun. Like, that's unnatural.
You said you do not want to make people ugly. Make them
Can Jack hear you?
No, because I'm in
Yeah.
a cave and my only communication was through the reflection of Kitsch. So, like, I'm
Yeah.
chatting with Dominique. Like,
Okay.
and maybe the blue guy can hear me, but, like, I don't think he's a person. I
Blue
think
guy
he's
is not
like
sentient. He's never shown any kind of...
Yeah,
thought.
he's a leech that is making someone disappear.
I think I have another idea on how to help you out down there with your overly attractive golem. Jackie boy,
Yes?
why don't I show you something a little bit more exciting than what you've been getting around here at the pond?
Oh man, you're gonna take him to a monster truck rally?
He's listening.
You know, I've always found myself quite intrigued by the whole sad boy act, and you know, you wear it so well.
This is a certain kind of roleplay. Okay. He's still looking up at you, slightly confused.
Do you, and I puff out my chest a bit, find this form agreeable?
Flex look at Dominique's and goes like, oh, dang, man.
I'm not there.
Kitsch is going for it, dude.
Hey, I'm not there. I'm not. You guys technically have privacy except for being in the woods, which I guess is sort of privacy except for walls.
I mean, I am.
Bro, I can
I'm
see
projecting.
Kitsch. I can see them through the mirror. And I'm
Oh,
like,
okay. I like
voyeuristic.
I hang my
It's
wig
like-
on the mirror. It's covered.
Flex pulls it off and goes like, looks at you very confused.
Okay. All right, I'm
It's
just
like
not
when
looking.
you're at a bar and like you're in a group and the person behind you is in another group and you're like, oh dang, they're trying for it.
Yeah, I'm gonna spend this time investigating the bond between the two people. Like I'm investigating the golem, so I'm trying to discover the bond to attack it. But you guys have fun. I'll be over here.
Well, no, Flex will help by both being Snoopy and seeing if emboldening Jack's spirit causes a reaction in this conceptual ice golem.
Yeah. How far are you going to take this, Kitschy?
Let's be a little gray.
Yeah, I mean, I would take it to a fade to black situation if.
Okay. Roll your die.
If it
Yeah.
emboldens the Golem, Flex is fully encouraging you through the mirror.
But also, I am genuinely into Jack. Like, he's a cutie. He's a cutie.
He is, yeah.
Dude, he's way too old for you.
Oh, Kitschy does not care.
All right, so we are we done with the role play, or do you want to keep going at this?
I think we're good with the role play.
we're good with the role play.
Yeah.
yeah. We get a little fade to black moment. Y'all get your 20 minutes, or I don't know how long. I don't know your life, but give me a roll for success with this.
Okay. I'm assuming it's sexy.
It is sexy, and this one's going to be a 6.
All right.
Wait,
You're taking this far.
I believe Joan Jett would say love is a battlefield, so...
Fine, we'll give you a 5. You're on the right track. We'll give you a 5. It's fine.
I got a 632.
Oh, you are extremely successful. Yes. So we'll skip ahead a little bit in this for the sake of our viewers. Children are able to listen to this.
No, they're not. Stop it.
Especially this episode. Put the kids away.
I know. We put that disclaimer on early on.
Instead of seeing that scene, can it be me and Dominique washing the Golem, either wax and wane in form and size?
Throughout the course of this scene, the Golem still exists, but he is fading. He has really lost his, Herculean proportions. He also went from like jumbo cucumber to mini cucumber. Okay, I'm saying it happened. So
it just purely, don't make me roll. Can I just like swim up and like put a Gatorade on the shore and then swim back down?
Sure. But yeah, he no longer exhibits that sort of, picture of idealized masculine beauty. He just looks like a carving of a rough-hewn dude made of ice, still chained to the wall. But as we break away to exit the blacked out scene, Jack has his full corporeal form again now. Maybe still not quite at his usual self, but he is feeling much more seen than he has in a long time.
I drag my hand across his cheek and just kind of tip his chin up as I re-robe.
He's trailing you like a puppy dog.
I signaled out to my party that they are free to return whenever they feel is appropriate.
Flex finishes his beer, puts away his popcorn, and then looks to Dominique and goes, all right, so there's got to be like another tunnel out of this cave system that leads up to the palace, right? Like, that's got to be the way this works?
I don't know. Hey, Game Master, can I have spent that time, because that was like a good 20 minutes, finding out something useful, either like information about the bond between the golem and magic and stuff, so that, like runes I can scratch out, or like, I don't know, anything. Like Flex suggested a door.
Well, you have definitely found that there is an inverse relationship to the structure of
Everybody
Jack.
knows that part.
Yep. Yep. That's
Are we in a pit, or is there a doorway out in another direction?
How is the golem linked?
How is it linked?
Uncomfortably to this guy's sister.
That's actually a very good point. You have not explored that yet, but maybe. But they're definitely linked. I'm not sure you did a whole lot of runes or magicking down there. I feel like you're more of a battle character. Do you want to try to have hit him?
Yo,
Not
Flex's
during it.
eyes go like massively wide as he looks to Dominique. Yo, this girl's obsessed with her form and her status, clearly jealous of her brother, and is making a new perfect male body. You see where I'm going with this?
No.
I think maybe this sister would like to be a little bit more like her brother. And he like raises his eyebrows. Maybe like full on, maybe we shouldn't be making this person feel ugly.
Okay,
like, I think maybe we need a real strong polymorph, if you know what I'm going for.
Yeah.
As, like,
but
maybe...
leeching her brother's power means we gotta break this up, whatever this is happening. And then, she can be whatever she wants. I don't think she's a person who wants to be the opposite, or the other gender. I don't know. But, like, I support that. But, and I don't actually want to make people ugly. Well, I
know. I'm just saying, like, ooh, I think that's an option we need to put on the table.
Yeah, okay. So I see what you're saying, that maybe they will want a different form. And, I, like, hand wave at Kitschy. Well, no, I don't. But I'm, like, down there. But I'm like, it's very possible. We have seen that happen today, even. So it's not a big deal. Magic exists, snap of your fingers, different body. Look, I am blonde. But, so don't worry, we can make that happen. But not at the expense of Jack. So let's unlink the golem and the Jack, yes? Then we can continue.
And
can
just
Jack hear this?
No, because...
He's not distracted anymore, right?
What is the volume on Kitsch's mirror right now?
I mean,
I feel like
I could shut down the link if you give me a
Well, I'm saying, do you want to talk to Jack? Do you want Jack to have input on this?
I cannot find the link, so maybe we go back. Seems like they're not busy anymore, and we ask Jack if he knows about this golem, if he has any ideas about how it was attached to him.
Well, and as me and Dominque are getting back into the freezing cold water to, like, swim up to the top, I look at her and go, like, also from what Jack said, like, this whole freezing the city is accidental, so she might not even be doing this on purpose. This might be desire being made manifest in a very unhealthy way. Like, well, I think we need to know more before we blame.
Okay, let's ask Jack.
Okay. What do you ask him?
Did you know that you're attached to a golem?
No, not specifically. I feel like I've been fading for a while. I'm not sure how long, but I've always felt sort of some kind of draw to something around this pond. I didn't know what was down there.
Do you want to touch its finger like that famous painting?
I suppose I could try.
Okay, let's all go. Hey, you look glowing. You look wonderful. Good job, Kitschy. Whatever happened. Okay, so let's go down. My friends are in a much better mood now, and we all go down to the cave, right?
Yeah, I'll attend this time.
Sure.
I just really lowly fist bump Kitschy.
I definitely fist bump you back.
We'll assume that given enough time, Dominque has been able to drain enough of the water that there's like a clear path here.
It chucked the book in the pond.
Yeah, it works.
Just left it open.
and let's not ignore Flex coming out of the water, very cold, like in his like little tidy whities with his dad bod. Like that definitely happens multiple times.
Yes.
Is this a good thing? Is this?
I mean, that's for the listener to decide.
I mean, is sexy status 1? I don't know.
He's not good at it, but he tries.
Okay, so yeah, we go down and we see through a wall of ice the golem thing chained to the wall.
I look at my party and go, you know what? Second thought, chains aren't a good sign.
Jess, if it was a body you were going to become into, it would be like in a tube floating or something.
Yeah, it needs a float tube.
Yes, float tube.
Yeah.
She
However,
ain't got a float tube.
Jack can now see the golem for the first time, even though he cannot touch it. He's never seen it.
Yo, what if she's trying to make another body for her brother? What if I got a crush on this girl I've never met, which is not problematic, but I'm just trying to paint her sweet.
Yeah.
Do you know, we do not know the sisters involved in the golem thing at all.
Oh, God.
You've never asked.
Dude, we gotta go hit up her sister. And then Flex, blushes for a second.
Well, before you leave, though, like I said, Jack did see the golem for the first time. And you see an expression on his face as he looks at this thing that is still much bigger than him, taller than him, more statuesque facial features. And you see sort of the look on his face sort of fall. And, you know, he says, again, must be nice.
Are you crazy? You're blonde. Like, for real, not just with a wig.
Brother, I can shoot it for you if you want.
Oh, I'm not sure it would do anything.
Hey, you. And I, like, grab his chin with my hand. I'm very grabby. I'm like, look at me. Threatening.
I am the captain now.
Yeah.
Make him look at me.
Yeah. Yep. You're strong. You can do it.
You are also Nordic.
Oh, shit. Dominique, you should have said enough.
No.
Nordic?
Jess, do you know whatever you are, there's someone who wants to be like you?
Well, maybe. I just feel like my sister's always had that much more under wraps than I have. Everybody wants to be her.
I dramatically rip off my wig, revealing not blonde hair. Did I mention that Dominique's skin is not pasty pale white? Whatever you are, there is somebody who wants to be what you are. It doesn't matter what you are. You have value to somebody. You are someone's ideal.
Yeah, man, you just hooked up with a dude on a beach. Like,
Yes.
Snowy forest, but okay.
well, sure.
Yeah.
Also,
Also, what are we rolling for this?
I don't know. I think battle. I think I'm beating him up. I'm going to punch him.
Flex
Okay.
looks shocked
me
that
3 dice.
Dominique is not blonde, by the way.
One of those was a 6. And I just want to
One of
give him
those
a
is a
black
6.
eye. And I just want to say, here's my point. If you have curly hair, someone wants your curly hair. If you have straight hair, someone wants your straight hair. Do you get it? And I punch him in the eye.
I mean, it works. He snaps out of you. Yeah, you're aggressive, but I guess you're right. I don't know. This is an uncomfortable topic for me.
Okay,
You know
but
what
just know, the golem, whatever the golem is, someone wants to be the golem and someone wants to be you. So, like, chill, okay?
He looks down at his hand and opens it, and ice crystals form. Chill?
You know, you are magical. I am not magical. I must ask you, can you see what is linking you and the golem?
Yes.
Okay, can you break it?
I don't know. I can see it.
What
It
what
What
is
is it?
Whenever I get sad, I don't know. I feel like parts of me melt away into the golem.
Is this like a weird, like, curse to make you more self-confident, where it's like you die if you don't?
I don't know.
Like, if you don't believe in yourself, you melt away.
Oh
like,
my gosh, yeah.
I don't remember much before 20 minutes ago.
I know, we're aware of that, Jackie. You are the most opaque person. It makes sense you're made of snow. Can I go?
Yes?
Well,
It's your game. You can do anything you want.
no, that was Flex catching himself before he says something vulgar. Can we go talk to his sister?
I think
like
it's
to-
time.
Hey, we
just,
got to
like-
take this with us. I don't want to go through the water again. My
I feel like
hair.
Jackie.
Oh, there's no more water.
Okay. Well, we got to take it. We got to take the golem with us because what's the? Oh, hey, what is the bond?
No one can answer that.
Not like Jax can see it, right? Like Jack.
Yeah, he can see lines of energy, but he doesn't know what caused it or how to break
Like-
it.
An
Okay.
animal can see that they've been tagged by a wildlife preserve, but they don't know what it is.
All right. So that means we got to take the golem with us so that the sister can help tell her brother that he's should have self-confidence. Regardless of what you look like, somebody's into it, okay?
How would you like to get the golem?
Void book, come with me.
Void Book, what are
Yo.
you doing?
Adventure to adventure. Maybe we don't break magic chains. Like, Immediately?
No. We're taking the golem with us so that we can take the situation of the bond, the golem, the self-confidence. Or we can bring the sister here, but she doesn't like us.
Oh, well, she'll like me. All right. Break the chains.
No, not breaking anything. I'm just taking everything to the sister so that we can talk about it there, right?
I think he's chained to the walls.
He is chained to the wall.
Oh,
Yeah.
God. I see what you guys are saying.
Yeah,
Even though
and
he's
I'm
not
like-
muscular anymore?
He doesn't
Did the chains get
slip out.
solid too?
Less muscular.
It's almost like if you're put in prison, the chains still stay.
But I thought you shrank like the opposite of Captain America.
I'm just saying we should come in neutral to the sister. And
Yeah.
like worst case scenario, she did whatever, and he motions to between Jackie Boy and the golem, whatever this is. If we kick dirt in her yard before we talk to her, she's going to be even less amenable. So I think maybe we leave Jackie Boy to talk to his golem self, and then we go, and again he like chokes on a word, talk to her sister.
Okay.
I mean, bad? Am I being bad?
No.
No, I like this plan. I think she has some things to answer to.
Jess. And our odds of getting her to come with us are better now that we are more presentable, and we have Flex now too.
Mm-hmm. You know, only flex when it's time to have conversations.
All right,
Okay.
we go to that igloo GM, and this time we're pretty, and we have 3 people.
Perfect. It's almost like now you've activated the actual gameplay. All right. Do you knock on the door, or do you want to do something else?
Flex, like, fixes himself, like, adjusts, because he's only in tighty whities, his pants, and then very gingerly, shaving a haircuts, knocks on the door.
You see a beautiful Nordic woman with flowing blonde hair, mostly in a braid, but some curls. She's got sparkling alabaster white skin, dress made of ice crystals that just beg you to push them aside. And she answers the door and says,
Call back.
Oh,
Not because...
oh, hello, my dear. Who are you?
Oh, sorry, I think my runes are a little hot. I don't want to melt your dress. And he takes a couple steps back and lets his party members go to the front.
Oh no, this is a much better reception than we were getting. You get no support from us. We back off.
Oh, no. This is one of Flex tactics, and also he's nervous because he doesn't like talking to people he finds attractive.
Did you actually say that to her?
Oh, 100%. And he does have his runes on hot. Like,
And she holds up a hand and makes a flowing gesture, and tendrils of ice curl out towards you, kind of like shepherd's hook around your back, and she says, I don't think that's a problem.
oh, well, funny enough you mentioned problems, because we found a chained up blue dude at the bottom of the lake, and I'm just real curious. And like as he's being pulled forth, he like fully reverses the flow of the conversation. Like she's pulling him in, and she has let a wild dog in her house.
She looks at you very blankly and says, okay, you lost me. But come in. You look like you can work on this with me.
Mm-hmm.
She invites you into the house. It's all made of ice, but it's very nice. And she invites you to a sitting room.
Flex sits on a chair, but he's too hot and starts to melt through the ice chair, and is like, I'll stand. So you truly know nothing. Let me put it this way. You come here often?
No, I came here to investigate the disturbance in this area.
And to you, what's a disturbance? Us here are members of the Fire-Breathing Kittens Guild, and we were also investigating disturbance because somebody done frosted up our beach day.
Yeah, that's... Oh, I see the miscommunication. So the house is mine. The rest of this is not. I'm here because of this. I'm an ice specialist.
Looks at his friends. Huh. And you are the sole heir.
Heir?
Like, did you make this ice house? It's so beautiful.
Oh, yeah, it took like 2 minutes. I just wanted to have a base of operations.
Kitschy's just standing behind Flex, just like squinting.
Did you not see the movie sequence before? It was one song.
Yeah. You gotta chill out. Like, let it go or whatever. So, do you know your brother's around?
Well, yes. He normally frequents this part of the continent. And I mean, he's been fine before, but all of a sudden, this whole area freezes over.
Flex, crosses his legs. How come, you think?
Well, I don't know. He's always been... not much of an accomplishment, we'll put it that way. But he's never gotten into trouble like this before.
So he's deeply sad and deals with massive issues of inadequacy, and that's a really toxic way to speak, right?
Well, I can't help that he's always been jealous of me.
No, but you are the one person who could help.
Well, that's what I'm here to do. I am here to find out what he has done wrong and fix it for him.
I went from maybe I don't
so
hate
many
her.
sighs in the room.
No, we just gotta freaking power through. Some people fight dragons, some people fight dragons. Well, your brother is... just to give you a full picture of the situation, there's a chained up blue dude that gets stronger every time he feels sad. And every time he feels bold, this little perfect version of himself gets smaller. And also there's chains involved. So maybe this is an entirely outside force that done cursed your family. But maybe just go... He looks at his party members. Talk to your brother? In a meaningful way?
Fine. Is he still skating on that ridiculous pond?
Horrible energy to come into the conversation with. Immediately wrong, dude.
Well, what would you recommend?
Remembering back the first time you ever protected your sibling.
She looks very confused.
Now full on kind of lighting her up, reading her a bit, he looks to his party members and goes, "Oh, she's never been nice before. She just been ice before."
Yeah.
Ooh, honey.
Flex. I've noticed that you have some things to get off your chest. Would you mind expressing those for us, my dear?
I think you're gonna have to be more specific. I think my chest is divine.
Oh, not you, sorry. My party member, Flex. How do you feel about Frida, Flex? If you had to sum it up for me.
Deeply beautiful, but incredibly flawed, like a blood diamond.
Now, Frida, how did that feel?
I'm not sure I follow. Just the beautiful part, that's obvious.
Yeah, so that's the blood diamond part. That's oh, Flex instead of biting his knuckle, bites his gun.
I still don't follow. It's a flaw to be beautiful?
So other people can be beautiful in different ways.
Oh, of course. You're all beautiful in very an eclectic sort of variety. I mean, your hair, for instance, and the attitude over here with this fairy them? I don't know. There's a lot happening here. And then everything Flex has going on. Very beautiful.
Is that still
Obviously
the wet
different
tidy
from me.
whities? Is that what's going on there
Yes.
with the Flex? Okay.
He's just a dripping wet, well-tanned, swarthy man with tight muscles built from a lifetime of work.
Frida digs it.
Yeah, duh. Hey, Frida, take the ring off. and I kind of motion to my party members, like, we were all given gifts to make us magical, sexy versions of ourselves. And as I say, like, hey, Frida, take the ring off.
I take off my brooch, pin,
Yeah.
and my wig in the same motion.
And as she does, I look at her just like a gentle nod over my shoulder and goes, still hot.
I take off my necklace and I shrink 2 feet. And a dress just like poofs.
Still hot.
Uh-huh. What do you got, Flex?
Oh, he took his ring off a while ago.
Oh, that's right.
And it did not change because he does not need magic to make him more sexy and confident. He is perfect in form because, especially the patchwork man he has built himself to be what he believes and looks at her expectantly. Take the ring off.
She takes it off and remains exactly the same. She says, what is your point? I made those.
I just really thought that, like, you would change and, like, I was good.
Oh, did Edith
yeah.
not tell you where those came from?
No. Like, definitely thought you
Interesting.
were a latecomer, not like a OG.
No. I made all of that jewelry to give other people the glory that is me.
Oh, gross.
Do you know, maybe, okay, so question. I am not magical. Why is your brother disappearing into a golem?
Well, I did not know about the golem. I haven't been here that long. I am still trying to figure out what I can do to help that boy.
To enable him to help himself, close, to support him to grow in his confidence and ability to take care of himself.
Well, he's never had that. I mean, Lord knows I have tried, but he's always been nothing but jealous of me.
Okay, so why are the pipes freezing in my favorite panaderia?
Well, we will work on that. She stares at you expectantly.
Flex lights a cigarette.
It's a place that makes delicious baked goods.
I don't know, but that sounds delightful.
It would be if their pipes were not bursting.
All right, well, you seem to have all the plans. How do we proceed?
Smash the Barbies. Put her in the room with her brother.
That's not what I meant by that. But yeah.
I don't think that is, because now I'm back to my normal voice. I don't think that's actually the best idea until Frida learns to talk to people.
I think we should take Frida to the panaderia to show her what she has done.
But
I don't
she
think
did.
it's Frida.
Oh,
She didn't do this. She showed up after the fact in her magic ice castle, 'cause whoever her brother's dealing with caused everything to freeze.
Yes.
okay.
I think this is
Yeah.
all localized on him.
Yeah, but the problem is his mental fog. Like, dude can't answer a freaking question straight.
Maybe we should... Kitschy and him should go on a good date, have a good time. Get his
They
self-confidence
just did that.
He got less foggy.
Yeah, it worked really good.
Oh, jeez. Is that the answer?
Not the complete answer,
Yes, I think that will only take us part the way.
oh, shoot. I got it. She done said, and he points at Frida, oh, he always been jealous of me. And she's an ice queen. Maybe if you could, like, genuinely accept for your brother for who he is and, like, acknowledge him as a person, that would be, like, the gratification he needs instead of physical comfort.
Well, I'm not sure what there is to gratify him on.
Oh my freaking gourd, dude.
Seriously?
I'm
He's
gonna
always
punch you in
been
the stomach.
jealous. I'm the one that had the looks in the family. I'm the one that had the power. I started the college era to create good in the world, and he just gets into mischief.
So
I've
how
always
is
been
he supposed?
encouraging him to be better, but it never has.
How is he supposed to compare to you then? If you hold yourself to all these incredible accomplishments, how could the person who came after you not feel anything less than inadequate? Maybe the best he can do is not what you can do, but you could look him in the eyes and say, hey, what you is enough. Freaking for one time, he gets out of bed every morning. And that must be scary for somebody who you look down on so heavily. And maybe if he got one good job from you, he can make his own college earn.
I mean, that's fair. I've never said that.
Yeah, you never said that. And Flex just tries to use a little bit of magic to make that echo through her empty ice halls. You never said that. You never said that. You never said that.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Are you using magic outside of the ring? Because
I don't need a ring to be magic, dog. I'm a man built by himself. I have scarred my flesh, changed my bones to metal. Like,
I know, but how much stress do you have?
I got 3, but I got 1 determination.
Okay, I'm just saying you don't have the magic poof. Right now.
To put it in 5e terms, I'm using prestidigitation. Can I use a cantrip?
I mean, we're not playing 5e. Just heads up.
Oh, well, frick off. I just yell real loud.
I mean, it's fine. It's fine. I'm letting you know that if something bad happens and you are not using the mechanic of the game that saves your life, something bad might happen. Characters can do what they want.
I am like 2 for 3 losing limbs for each session I play. So Flex is not worried. He'll just build himself a new one.
That's fine.
My foot is a ghost.
All right. So what is the game plan now? What are we doing with this new information?
I think there's got to be something the brother's good at, and we should find it.
I know what he's good at.
Freaking gross, dude.
Oh, sorry.
But, that is the challenge. Oh. Confidence comes from the inside. We should ask the brother and get him to tell us what he's good at. And then once he says it out loud, he'll acknowledge it.
I mean, he can make ice crystals in his hand. Should we set him up as like a heladeria, an ice cream store?
I was going to say Hawaiian snow cone guy, but yeah, that's good too.
Yeah, let's make him a snow cone guy. Okay, so let's take Jack into the city to show him the magnitude of what he's capable of, and then funnel that into maybe there's an old store that nobody's renting that we could set him up with the Hawaiian snow cone shop.
Or just like at the raw form, make him feel validated in his meager abilities.
Yeah, show him a snow cone shop that has to like work extra hard. It can't just like wave your hand and make ice. Oh.
Bro, yo, oh my god, that dude Sunflower across the street. His shop sucks. Everything's rotten all the time. Maybe if he could like use his ice magic to preserve food that could like sustain a community, that would provide validity to his spirit.
Call back to previous season. Sunflower Sundries is the shop across from the Fire Breathing Kittens Guild Hall, and they always have rotten vegetables for sale because, like, who wants to buy a vegetable?
Also, Sunflower is bad at being a grocer, even though he's a plant guy.
He's literally a plant.
He just sucks.
I think we should also just point out the joy that he brings to others. I think Jack seems like somebody who's had carried a lot of sadness throughout his life, and people who do that tend to light up when those around them are happy, and that seems to be his superpower that he's demonstrated with the ice creatures.
Oh, yeah. The things I was murdering.
Hey, we all murder sometimes.
Yeah. Okay. I look around for the adorable elementals.
I mean, we're inside the building right now. Also, Frida has still just been staring at you guys this whole time.
Oh.
Yeah, we've been just like talking about a plan.
Do you know, maybe he doesn't always need your help.
Like, Frida, like, you're the most powerful ice chick in the land. Like, do you think you're powerful enough to, like, actually lift up your brother? Or is that, like, your true weakness, your inability to make people feel good?
I'm not sure you understand. Jack and I have always had equal power. He just doesn't use it for anything worthwhile.
Bruh, that's the problem. Whatever he uses his power for is worthwhile. You gotta support your family.
Show me. Name one. He's an element of mischief.
He makes the little snow creatures very happy.
He froze a
He
whole
makes
ass.
me very happy.
Yeah. No. Yeah, actually, you know what, Frida? You are not a healthy standard for him to hold himself against.
Also, you're alone and no snow creatures are with you.
And yes, I will of course take you out for a lovely spaghetti dinner as soon as you're available, but I don't like you right now.
Okay.
All right, I want to leave. I want to go outside. I want to get a snow creature.
Okay.
I chase it down and I win. I win that battle. And I want to hold the snow creature struggling above my head and run at Jack. It's sad when I arrive.
I stop you at the edge of Jack's vision, and I just start playing with the snow creature as well. Go, oh my gosh, this is so fun. This little snow creature brought so much joy to my life.
Except the one I'm holding, which is crying.
Hey, chill out, dude.
Hey, Jack, I throw it at him. Catch.
Oh, he catches it.
It's crying.
Yeah. Not anymore. He catches it and comforts it, and, you know, it sends it on its way, little puffs of ice crystals, pushing it back up into a tree branch.
Achoo! Make it stop the little snowflakes it does.
How do I what?
It was making, like, ice crystals out of its face.
Oh. Well, it doesn't cost anything to be nice.
Are these things always not making ice crystals out of their faces?
I don't know. They never do around me.
Oh, that's interesting. Every time I see them, they seem, and I, like, play juggling with one.
Uh-huh.
They seem less than happy.
I look at you like, where are you going with this?
Is Jack gonna comfort the little crying ice creature?
He doesn't take it from you.
I throw it at him.
He holds that one too. It calms down.
I want to transform back into the form that Jack is familiar with.
Uh-huh. You do so. There's a dramatic moment again.
And I just want to kind of like sit in awe of him and just kind of like tilt my head, smile. Jack, you are so wonderful at that. You bring so much joy to these creatures. That is truly something that few can say they are capable of, but you do it effortlessly.
Are we rolling? Are you trying to be cute?
I will, but I'm almost. I have like a couple more things to say.
Yeah, go
before
for it.
rolling. It seems that you see your sister and adopt her ideals, but they're not truly yours. Why don't we say we let go of all of that?
Let it go.
Let it go and let it go. No. And just embrace who you are. Now I can roll.
Okay. Go ahead.
631.
Okay. You are successful. He sits down next to you and like I say, he's becoming more and more cognizant as we go. And he says, you know, you're right, but she's always done and been so much. You know, I mean, granted, she is entirely self-obsessed, but she means well, and she goes out of her way to help everyone around her. You know, I'm not sure I ever have. I'm fun, but I'm not sure it's ever really made a difference.
How many little
smile.
creatures have you murdered today?
But does she though? Does she really go out of her way to help people, or is it all self-serving nonsense?
Well, it's
I'm
both.
sorry, I don't know what I'm talking about. I shoot my gun at the lake.
She accomplishes a lot, but it's because she has to be the best, like she always has been.
So, what's your thing, man? Like, what's your actual goal?
My goal? Does nobody really remembers Jack Frost anymore? Maybe that's what I mean. People used to.
We're fleeting.
Do you even remember who you are? You're fading away, brother.
Well, I used to be the feeling kids get on a snow day, but I don't know.
I think there's a few children in town that could use a little bit of your winter magic.
Okay.
Flex pulls just like a random receipt out of his pocket and looks at it and goes, Oh, geez, guys, I messed up. Today wasn't beach day. It was our annual FPK snow day.
Oh, you're absolutely right, Flex. How could I have been so forgetful?
But there's not enough snow. What are we gonna do?
I just shrug.
I could kill more of these monsters.
Oh, jeez. Well, I guess that's what we're gonna have to do unless
Okay.
someone could maybe save an entire guild's worth of people to create some snow, but nobody could do that.
I mean, if that's what you want. He snaps his fingers and it starts snowing. I thought you didn't like the snow.
Immediately, Flex pulls out his speaking stone and starts calling every FB. And no, he just calls Tanager and says snow day at the beach. And then droves of people start showing up.
Uh-huh. All right, what happens next?
Well, we try to bolster this guy's confidence, right?
I want to make a snowman.
Okay, so you guys have a... Is there anything else that we want to do here?
Oh, yeah. We're putting paper cone cups in stacks on tables for people to make their own snow cones and some syrup, you know?
Mm-hmm.
We are... I hear the panaderia is closed down, so they can come with us and, roll for ice candy. They got sugar. We got ice. We're organizing it into a big block party.
A block party, yeah.
And Flex is like, oh, geez, Pandaria's closed. If only the ice could get less close to the center of town. If we could centralize it closer to us.
I have no control over this. Magic is crazy and out of my comprehension. Jack, what do we do?
Oh, gosh. I don't know snow magic either. If only somebody did who could make all the ice go away from the town.
Yeah. Sure. Jack focuses and the ice seems to recede out into the forest in a clear perimeter. You notice that Frida has come down to observe the festivities, and she goes up to Jack and says, they're right. This is actually pretty cool.
Squee.
Flex snickers at the pun.
Yeah. Whatever it takes.
He gives double thumbs up to Frida.
Uh-huh. Frida says, I'm really busy with a date later, but do you think that you could, handle all of this while I'm gone? I think you can do it.
Hot damn.
And he says, yeah, I think I got this. And you sense a little rumble in the ground underneath the festivities. And he says, it's fine. Just continue.
Are you sure? 'Cause everybody's good time kind of depends on you.
Yeah. I think there's going to be more good times here moving forward. The rumble was the goal of imploding.
Yay!
Yeah, duh.
Okay.
Yay!
I look at my party
Anticlimactic
members.
ending.
Hey!
And maybe potential dates.
Snow cones for everybody! I hand a snow cone to a little monster. Personal growth.
Oh, it's so nice to see you do that.
Yes, absolutely. The elementals are nice. They're not the problem.
Flex goes back to his hammock as snow begins to fall on him again.
All right, I think that was our adventure for this time. We have a new character in our universe, Jack Frost and Frida Frost. Good luck with that, Flex. That's a good character arc. Have fun. But thank you for joining us, guys. We were joined today by Dominque.
What advice did the librarian give to their friend?
What?
Be yourself.
Oh. We were joined by Flex.
What's a toad's favorite place to sit?
I don't know.
Toadstool.
And Kitschy. Lots of pressure. You got one?
I do not. I give this episode 5 squeeze and a little ka-ching.
See you later, guys.
Bye.
Have you heard of Solutions from the Multiverse? This podcast features new, unheard of solutions to the world's biggest problems delivered to your ears weekly. Also, jokes. Hosts Adam Bross and Scott Maupin meet up each week. Adam brings a new idea to help the world, and Scott picks and prods at it with jokes and questions. The result is an informative and entertaining podcast that always gets you thinking. Here are some recent episode titles: Weapons of Minimal Destruction, Falling Sperm Counts and Memory Foam, National Service Year, and Bringing Banishment Back. The most recent review says, quote, "Love the playful approach to discussing solutions interspersed with just the nerdiest references and jokes. Delightful," end quote. Check out Solutions from the Multiverse, a podcast.